Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I just restrung this guitar, so I've wanted to be playing it because.
Oh, it sounds hot. It sounds hot as fuck.
Okay. Yeah, your Eldritch Blast should be right now. It adds your charisma bonus from the one thing. It can knock shit back, and its range is now 300 feet.
That's literally the whole map that you can see.
I'm gonna be doing like everything with it, like Homer with the gun. I'm gonna turn off the TV.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do all sorts of stuff.
Around the
Alright.
nuclear factory.
I said 5 minutes. It's gonna be 1 minute longer as I use the restroom, and then we're going.
Oh my god.
Is it a number 1 or 2?
Number 1.
Or 3?
Or number 3, that's when you poop and pee.
Brown laser!
That sounds like a bad guy in an 80s video game.
Brown laser.
They call me Brown Laser.
Why is that?
Because I pee when I poop.
It does.
What color of it and what hole does it come out of?
It's mixed.
Comes out of my plumbus.
Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, the old plumbus.
My old plumbus.
I had a second verse. I can't remember the second verse though.
Cheers?
No, for Firefly.
This show is boring. I think it goes like that.
Like Indiana Jones in space.
Oh, fucking the guy from Castle. He's a lovable rogue. Basically, Han Solo.
Oh, look at these dice. Pretty.
I don't know what you're rolling, Brugard, but I like it.
Oh, dude, did you
Such nice sheen.
I'm rolling terribly. Like I'm literally, I choose to die this time. Like if I die, I will be happy.
Wow.
I watched a tabletop episode on the Fate core system. That
Oh, yeah?
that narrative
The
storytelling system. It's
Yeah, yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah, I've been wanting to try one of those sometime.
Yeah, I want to try it too. Do you ever
Maybe,
end up
maybe,
doing it?
maybe we'll do
Give me
like
a
a. Yeah, well, like I kind of had the idea, like once we get a little further, I wanted to maybe do like some one shots or something, just testing other game systems.
Guys, let's
Yeah.
try it
fun.
together.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's experiment.
Yeah. Oh.
Wait,
Okay.
Let's experiment with one
who
another.
said it that way?
Hey.
Brugard
Brugard?
whispers.
Brugard wants to experiment that way.
Plug, what do you have on that arm? Is that a lamp?
Lamp? This is a mic.
Oh, it's your dude. Are you streaming? You
I'm streaming. I'm streaming.
You,
I'm
mi-
not
you missed a
streaming.
lot. There are some sexy microphones now.
Yeah,
got
mine.
one to
I'm
match
trying
some
out my
shit.
other microphone tonight. I'm gonna compare them.
Pity, slowly pan down.
I'm loving that.
This arm sucks, by the way. I don't get it.
Which one did you
Letting
get?
Fluke get away with murder.
Like the
right
$10
now.
one.
You got the IKEA kids bedroom.
Oh,
Yeah, basically.
All right. Well, let's start playing some Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes, please.
Nah, let's just keep.
No.
Wait, tell you to his
Fucking
arms.
each other in the butt.
Whoa.
Alright,
We
let's
are
start this
recording.
game.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Okay. All right. Hey. Not
I
no
know that
longer
for
no longer
offline.
PG-13.
Nobody watches this anyway.
Yeah. I think we're good. no longer
Right frame
PG-13.
of mind.
Dance like no one's watching. I think we're good. Whoa.
Right frame of mind.
I'm hearing everything all of a Dance sudden. like no one's watching. What is happening?
Oh my god, what is happening?
Oh,
Whoa,
there's
wait.
lag too on everything. Everyone, echo,
Oh.
echo.
Okay, I fixed it.
Oh.
Jesus
Are you giving
Christ.
us a link to not buy this?
Yeah.
Put it on your do not watch list.
Spent $12.50 or $98.78 on this.
I want my $15 back.
Alright, alright, alright. Alright. Here we go.
What we do in the shadows. All right.
I'm gonna fucking cut you.
Wow. Let's
Okay.
get that recap.
Yeah. Alright, so. After quietly making your way into Phandalin at nighttime here, Hush and his new little acquaintance, Dr. Rhombus, told you that they'd be back and flew off towards Zephyros' tower once more.
Dr. Rhombus is neither a doctor nor a rhombus.
He's a floating paradox, if that makes sense. No, I don't think that makes sense. Anyway, they flew off. They've been gone for several hours. In that time, you all made your way into town, got a bunch of ruffians, a mix of what appear to be Zentarum, and then other monstrous forces getting drunk in the old Sleeping Giant tap house. Peck helped get them even more drunk with bottomless drinks on him. You all then kind of spread further into town. Ace split off, broke some windows, had an encounter with Halia Thornton, who now appears to be the town master. Old pompous Harbin Wester, the previous town master, was chained up in a stockade in the center of town. Ace proceeded to rile up a numerous amount of forces using persuasive magic spells, etc. And by the time she finally rejoined the rest of you who had been making your way to Tressendar Manor, she had basically instigated several small incidents in town at the Stonehill Inn, the Sleeping Giant Tap House, and then the Town Hall Center where Harbin Windsor was being held prisoner. Sounds of that chaos is now sort of carrying over up the hill to you a little bit. It's faint and it's distant, but as your battle with these orcs and goblinoid creatures and the ogre have come to an end, you can kind of hear some of this commotion ringing out from town. Solglef and Sildar kind of acknowledge this noise, but look towards the manor and say, "We know one way in through here. Gundren, Sister Garael, Darren, they must be down below, but I can assume from what we've encountered that they are probably not alone in there." And as you kind of take in the manor, you can see that it's no longer the completely decimated, ruined sort of small keep that it was when you were here before. It's nowhere near completely intact, but it's starting to be like, there's some fortification added, some walls are being rebuilt. It looks like some of these monstrous or Zentarum forces have been actively working on restoring this keep. Hush, you flew off to Zephyros' tower, and when you got there, you walked in on him, basically watching all of your allies through some sort of scrying device. And he kind of turned. He was like, "Oh, you've returned with your little flying friend." And you kind of came to him because you felt some sort of connection. You flipped to something in your Modron manual that you didn't quite understand, and you were hoping to get clarification on. I don't know. It's up to you, but.
Okay.
You flew off in a hurry, and you walked in on him, and he kind of was a little bit embarrassed. He's like, "I've been watching all of you for some time now since I've returned to this plane, and I took quite an interest in you all. There was something about you and your travels, and that thing that happened at the tower only sealed my suspicions. But the strange thing is, as I was trying to watch you, some other stronger force began blocking my view of you, as if they were watching you instead. And I was unable to track who or what this force was, but the strength, the location of it felt like it was coming from the north somewhere. They must be powerful in magic indeed if they were to block my vision of you. I am not ashamed of what I did. I did it to assist and aid you. And it's through my visions that I came to contact Radoth, who I originally put in touch with you. But enough of my excuses. What can I do for you? Why have you come?
Who is this? Who's saying this?
This is Zephyros, the giant wizard,
asshole.
speaking to Hush.
Well, I don't know why I've come. You sent me up there. But I can back it up.
This is you making something up real quick. I mean, he definitely had a lot of knowledge of planar stuff.
Right. Gotcha.
You also had your Modron manual. This is choose your own adventure time.
Great Zephyros, I've come back to the castle so that I could pour upon your tomes of ancient knowledge. You see, my little Modron friend here, he's quite tricky to operate. I have absolutely no clue how he works. How can I learn more of this intricate design? I love this little man like he was my own child. And you all know I can't have children myself because my testicles were removed many years ago. Notice the lack of facial hair and defining masculine features. I have none.
He takes your manual of the Mojin from you and says, yes, let me show you a couple things. This is written in an ancient language called algebra. And he starts flipping through the book, and there's all of these crazy equations in there, and
I look at the book and I go, algebra.
He goes on to explain enough to you that you can start to discern some of the more basic concepts in the manual, enough that you have developed a sort of short line of communication with Dr. Rhombus. You feel like he would follow very, very simple and specific commands if you were to speak in common with him. He's sort of developed his own translation to common with you at the moment. Zephyros goes on to explain that, like, he'll follow very simple commands, like, he can use his fist to attack, and he's got this like weird mechanical bow and arrows on that he seems to take a liking to as he flies around.
Okay.
He also
we
goes
can't
on
have
to
E-part
explain, doesn't feel like it.
Okay.
He goes on to explain that this Modron, who appears to be following you for whatever reason, is basically breaking the laws of Mechanus by being here, and would be seen as kind of like a rogue or a cast-out Modron. Generally, that means that he'll become hunted, and anyone who associates with him would probably be hunted as well. So he cautions you in your future travels.
I sit Dr. Rhombus right down in front of me, and I say, Little Modron, you've come so far to find me. What is locked inside this cube of mystery, little man? I will uncover your secrets. I know not how, but one day we shall find the reason why you came to me and struck an arrow through my own pure black heart.
Loves that rhombus.
You beautiful cube of incandescent circuitry, come here.
He kind of flits about you in a very pleasing series of arcs.
It's like a bopping.
He's got a fantastic timing chart.
Okay. As you're up there, sort of going through the manual, taking like about 40 minutes, about an hour or so. It's, you notice Zephyros kind of goes back to his scrying device, and you hear him gasp, and he says, "Come quickly, hush, right?" And he kind of gets this serious tone.
For 40 minutes, I've just been sitting there turning the page going, algebra.
Algebra?
Algebra. Calculus. Okay, I follow
What are
Zephyros.
differential equations?
What is it, giant airy man?
Yeah, you look up at the massive table where the scrying device sits, and he says they're moving the lesser giants, and he kind of looks down, and you see this small force of fire giants marching north, maybe about several hours south of Phandalin. He says, "I don't know what the attraction to Phandalin is, but you should return to your friends quickly. Gather them up, see what's going on. We need to get those prisoners back. Have Sologlef, he kind of just smiles, says, Felgalos. Have him call for my griffins when you're ready, but don't take too long." And he kind of waves
Wait,
you
that's
off.
how we're gonna get back down the Griffins?
Well, you have your broom.
Oh, I thought I rode Dr. Rhombus.
No, no.
What was
The
that shit
broom's
about-
even better.
But Sologlyph
Yeah, I didn't get that bit
and
about Sologlyph.
Felgaros,
Felgalas?
the backwards name of Sologlyph.
User
Uh-huh.
left your channel.
That's correct. Who we lose? Oh, Klug stepped
User
out.
joined your channel.
Yeah, that maybe you were too drunk last time. I don't know.
I was too drunk last time. Let's have a recap.
Sologlyph's real name is Felgalos, as you saw on the wanted poster that Brugark had for a large bronze dragon. And he was wanted dead or alive. You were all, along with the other people, wanted alive for questioning and Sid.
Except me, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think you were on there. I don't know.
1,000 courtesies. What's his name again?
Zephyros?
Zephyros, right, yeah. 1,000 courtesies, Zephyros. Master of the winds, I must go tell my friends of these impending fire giants. Goodbye, I love you. Man, this character has really evolved.
Yeah, yeah. Streets ahead.
I'm
You're
kind
streets
of
ahead at this
liking
point.
where he's going now.
You found his voice.
Found him. It's just Deckard Cain, really, from Diablo. But
Yeah, hey, that's okay.
Hey, that's fine.
Mixed with like Harry Potter.
Just a little bit. You're a wizard.
So conveniently enough, it's as the sounds of your skirmish outside the manor come clashing to an end, and you're starting to hear this murmur sort of rising out from the town. Hush and Dr. Rhombus, if you'll allow it, come flying back down of the silhouette on the broom, kind of coming down through the night sky here.
Ace does not allow it.
Friends! Friends, I've seen a great vision by way of Zephyros. These fire giants are headed from the south. They mean to rendezvous in Phandalin. We must do something.
Ace approaches quickly and grabs Hush a giant bear hug, but like squeezes a little too tight and digs claws into the back of his.
Oh, I've missed you too, little sister, but be wary of your claws. They sink into my supple flesh.
He pulls back, but drags her claws across his back, drawing a little blood.
Just like old times. Ouchies.
Okay.
Ouchie Magoo.
Sildar and Sologlyph believe that the others that you seek are down below. They know that Gundren and Sildar had been looking into Yarno's connections and who he was really working with when it became clear that he was working with the Black Spider. And they felt like they might uncover something by heading into the manor. Sildar's explained that they were heading up here when they got spotted by that patrol that you all just fought. And Sildar himself tried holding them off while the others ran off to the manor. What would you all like to do?
Foxy. Hey, oh, hold on.
I'm taking a potion of healing.
Okay.
I'm taking a rest, unless we already had that.
No. I mean, you can
I'm-
do that if you want. You don't have to check with your friends here.
Well, I have no spell slots. So.
That's just how it goes sometimes.
What's the deal with Brugark? At his maximum HP, or like when he disappears, he becomes Brugark again. And he's
Yeah, he comes with full health, I think.
No,
Yeah.
no. He
I won't return to full health. I'll return to
no,
what
he
I
returned to
was.
what he was at.
Right.
Yeah. The bear has its own
Alright.
pool of health. Are you marking off your own potion of healing in your inventory there, Palandor?
Yeah.
I
think if I can.
You
I
just type
voiced a
just type a
desire
3.
to take a breather.
Also, Brugark, I know
yeah.
this was like 2 episodes ago, but I tossed you a chest full of
What's that? You kind of cut off there.
Fistful
Ace.
of what?
health potions. I gave you a chest full of health potions.
A chest full of health potions. Holy
Yeah,
shit.
I tossed them through a window.
Oh, that's right. No, I remember I still had them.
Did he restore 7?
Okay. you pull out the small crate from Barthen's Provisions. Is that the one you're talking about?
That's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looks like 3 of them aren't broken.
Right on.
Well, yeah. I mean, they're so when I had those potions,
Uh
I put those in my inventory.
huh.
And then I turned it into a bear.
Yeah, they folded into your inventory.
Yeah. So I don't know what you're looking at right now to see that they're not broken.
Oh well, no, I'm talking about the crate when Ace sort of grabbed it, threw it out a window.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 of them
Oh, okay.
broke.
Right, and the rest
But-
are in me.
3
Yes.
of them did not break.
3 of them did not break. This is true. Sildar looks at Aurelian, who's suggesting that they rest, and he says, "I will not rest. Gundren and the others are in danger. The town sounds like it's run amok. We need to find them and get out of here. Return to Zephyros."
Yep, I agree.
Ace would like to examine.
He's still breathing heavily from the crazy battle you just had with some big ass orc and ogre.
Oh, wait.
Yeah,
So let's take a moment to gather our thoughts. This is Sildar kind of looking up, sort of just pushing in on some of his wounds. Says, but we should head into the manor, probably with a bit of caution.
did you see any other enemies or anything that could have gone in there?
There are so many of them camped around town and moving through town right now. I have no idea who may or may not be in there, but clearly he kind of points at like sort of the partial reconstruction. Clearly they've taken to this manor and mean to use it for some sort of fortification or base of operations.
Ace would like to check out that area, that wall. What
Okay.
does she see?
For some reason, oh, you just marked it. Yeah, as you move in and look beyond the wall to the inside, I mean it's still kind of like open roofed right now, but there's piles of weapons, sort of wheelbarrows, just a bunch of construction materials, like just rough timbers, rough rocks. It seems like you can tell by some of like the dirty, muddy footprints that the ogre was probably doing a lot of that. Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
You see ogre-sized footprints, but definitely more than one. Like the size is varied.
Vary from other.
So you can surmise that there was at least one other ogre here, besides the one that you just fought.
Okay. Ace conveys that to the party. He also looks towards Brugark and wonders if she can.
Your mic is so in and out, dude. Maybe you're
What?
maybe you're in TeamSpeak. Your threshold's too high. You can
That
just
threshold working. dog.
slide it real low to the
Alright,
left.
do things while I do this.
Yeah, please. What's everyone doing, saying, asking?
I want to play my Flute of the Forest.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry, my dog vomited. Are we resting? Are we moving?
no.
we're moving.
Brugark's bear. Brugark has the bear. Tries to get Palindor's attention, and Brugark starts licking his wounds.
Can you cast spells in bear form?
No,
Okay.
not yet.
But
Careful
you
of
can lick them.
bacteria.
Ace,
I
Ace
know.
wants
I'm
to,
trying to get people's attention.
Ace
And I'm
wants to
licking my
get the
wounds.
potions out of the bear and use it on the bear.
Yeah, you
can't
can
do
be to not be a bear.
Oh,
I
to-
cauterize your
to take
wounds
a
with
to
Eldritch
take a
Blast.
potion. You can't be a bear.
Yeah, it's inside. It's literally inside of like the
No,
inside
I,
of the bear.
I have a potion on me that I
Oh.
can hand.
Oh.
Well, she was trying to take it
Yeah.
from the bear. So yeah.
Yeah, a bear can drink a potion. It's just he can't drink the potions that are inside of me right now.
Ace
Wait, is
reaches
it inside
deep.
of him though?
The
Yes.
crate of potions are in me.
Isn't he just wearing
No.
like his
Nah.
backpack?
It's just
I
like
get to choose whether or not my gear goes into
on the
my
ground
form,
or
it,
yeah.
yeah.
You really do? Is
Yeah.
that a rule?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I give a potion of healing. Palindor gives a potion of healing to Brugark's bear.
Okay.
Do I want my detection to be down or up for the voice thing?
I think left you can do like a little testing, but I'm pretty sure it's left is more sensitive. I think you need it to be more sensitive probably.
All right, how's
2d4
this?
plus 2.
This is good.
So far so good.
Now, but
Okay.
when he dies out of bear form, doesn't he just come back as Brugark?
He does.
You naked?
Like healing him, we don't need to.
How much butt we talking about?
If he's staying in bear form,
Oh, okay.
if he's not staying in bear form, then I'm not going to waste a healing potion on him.
Yeah.
He just licked you. He just licked you anxiously. I don't know. Do whatever you want.
Oh.
Yeah, I already gave it to him. Already
Potions are a dime
funneled
a
it down
dozen.
his throat.
Roll
Decision made.
roll 2d4 plus 2 there, Click.
Wait, no, I don't want to roll it. Paladin has to roll it.
Pounder, you roll it then.
You
Not
sure
with
you
it.
want powder
Six
on it?
6 hit points back.
That's good.
Okay.
What's that supposed to mean?
That's like his wounds sealing.
Yeah.
Sinews.
Oh yeah.
That's how my dog eats, man. It's disgusting. Just sits there like,
The bear
A
looks
bear
half
for a
dead.
dog?
nah, he's a pug. He's shit.
Toggle?
He's
Yeah.
literally garbage. Like living garbage.
I know what you're talking
Hey,
about.
and Fiddy,
Ah.
I'm going to lay on hands myself for 10.
Okay.
So I have a question. Both my second level spell slots are full, but I have 4 first level. They're unchecked. Do I have 4 spells that I can cast?
Yeah, that is correct.
Oh, okay.
And the cure wounds or hunter marks are the only level 1 spells you have.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Ace is hurt too.
All right. I approach the opening of the building with Talon and Long Dong in hand.
Okay.
Where do I see my health? Sorry.
It's on the map, like
On the map or the combat tracker?
Go to main.
Oh, okay.
And also go to
Remember or
main.
anything associated?
Your sheet.
look at your sheet.
Actually, I want to cure wounds on myself.
Yeah, my main doesn't actually show
Alright.
my bear health. It
Gentlemen,
shows
are
my
we
human health.
going to the manor? What about the town?
In
What about
the
town's
combat
people?
tracker, it does. Klug.
What about the fire giants?
It
coming?
sounds like there's some angry people back there. The fire giants, just
I,
3 things.
Ace starts to try to convey what she's done to the town. To everybody.
Whoa.
Happened.
Raelian's getting down with
Ace,
himself
what did
over
you
there.
do?
Ace is really upset, but she relays the tale of talking to, what's her
Ace.
face? The chick?
The head of the
Halia.
town now.
Halia?
Look,
Thor-
Halia, I may have attacked her. She's the head of the town now. And look, there's this dude in the stockade, and I tried to save him, but it might have gone sour. And look, there's this other chick that I tried to save, and she's not there anymore. She's not where Galadriel's not there. And on the way over to-
Galadriel. That's the Lord of the Rings, dog.
Garel?
Whatever, she's not there.
Mr.
And-
Gorell.
Mr.
Yeah.
Gorell.
And then maybe on the way back to you guys, I might have started a tiny riot where I told everybody that they were gonna die and they were gonna burn alive inside their town.
So none of the rest of the party was there for Ace's or shenanigans.
they-
Not for that part, no.
I tried to communicate with you guys with a demonic owl, and nobody was listening, so I just booked
Well,
it, and now
that's
there's
not-
a riot.
In all fairness, we were listening. In fact, we did hear a dying owl.
I gotta work on that, guys. I'm so sorry. But look, that's just kind of what happened. You probably don't want to go back there right now.
Let
Okay.
us con-
And then,
let
and then
us
Ace looks
continue.
innocent and
in the
paws at the
manor.
ground.
Yes.
So let's go to the manor.
Okay.
We should,
I
we
wanna
should
s-
find Sister Gorell and Gundren and then go back and warn the town.
Can I see if this door is open and if I can kind
Yeah, imagine the construction site, if you will. So there's lots of like semi-intact
Openings.
walls, but lots of openings. Like there's really no
Okay.
doors or anything.
Okay.
There's
I
openings all over
proceed
the place.
I want to walk in. Do I see
Scream.
quietly?
Somebody got out of the
Okay.
basement.
Oh yeah.
I want to see
I
if there's
got
any doors.
That would be
where,
my kids.
Where the doors are.
Yep.
Where
There,
To go are.
there are stairs that lead down to the basement. And this is you kind of recall when you were in here, like where the Red Brands were hiding out before, that there was sort of near that fountain area of the hideout. There were stairs that led up, like proper stairs. Whereas, like when you guys came in and left the underground manor originally, you had gone through a secret entrance that you found in the forest near the Halfling's
right.
farm. Yeah.
What's
so
in
you
my elf
you can
ears
tell
here?
you can tell that these lead down there. Make a perception check.
Me? Or
The
ears?
tracker ears, elf ears guy.
Elf ears McGillicuddy
nailed
over here.
it.
Not very
Nailed
much.
it.
You can tell there's been a lot of foot traffic up and down here and throughout where this construction site is that you're sort of now standing in. But beyond that, you don't really sense anything.
Captain Obvious.
How dark is it? Pretty dark?
It's about 10:30 at night, and it's
It'll
still
be
very,
dark.
very,
I
very, very thick with clouds. Although it's no longer raining.
I'm going to tie my string to Rylian, my rope. Gathered.
Hmm.
I
Mm.
I
accept
can't
the
see
knot.
very well.
You can't see very well, and your leg is still a little.
Yeah.
Sologleph and
I
Sildar.
might need a
follow us in a
Bjorn.
moment.
Sir Peck, would it help if I laid hands on you?
I mean, I don't think I can get
you
much
can
more
clearly
gooder
see
than I am.
it's the current leg situation.
Oh, okay.
The gimp leg and the partially attached peg leg.
Palandor just walks up and picks up Peck.
Does he say anything?
Peck just looks at Palandor with a like "fuck you" but "thank you" look.
Aww.
And this is not back Bjorn, this is front Bjorn.
Oh, good to know. Good to know.
Facing front.
Yeah, you're facing the front with your little legs hanging out, like in the front.
Just tell me your guns are pointed forward.
Yeah.
Yeah, both
how-
of them.
Sorry, is it like abnormally dark or is it just normal night dark?
It's more dark than usual on account of the thick cloud cover.
Okay, I pull out my sword and illuminate it gently, not like a huge flare of a light, but
What's the prayer word that you use?
to light. It's Lomos, of course.
Oh.
Most of your items in particular have prayer or command words, if you will, or phrases for their different aspects of abilities, different functionality.
Lomos.
Sildar reiterates again: if we move in, we should move cautiously. The amount of forces on the outside of town, there could be any number down here. We need to get them out alive.
I nod and I head downstairs, as quiet as can be.
Okay.
Solo.
Everyone else?
I'm not quiet. You may do well to scout ahead as well.
He nods yes. Sildar,
So
you stay
everyone's
back.
Going down into a basement? Is that what's going on here?
Sounds safe to me.
Ace is hesitant, and she kind of like leans against the wall outside and starts whistling quietly to herself.
Okay. What's everyone else doing?
Bjorn. I'm in the Bjorn.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow the party down to the basement. I'm thinking.
You keep
Onwards,
you keep
gentlemen.
Dr. Rhombus flying near you.
Yeah, I'd say so. He's never far.
Okay.
Does Dr. Rhombus make like a hovering noise?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a whirring.
Yeah, I can
It's like
see
a
that.
drone.
Yeah, it's like a drone, exactly.
Like a quad drone. Ah, that's it. That's the kind of mode really is.
The quad modern.
Okay. Uno momento, por favor.
Dr. Rhombus.
Either a doctor or Rhombus.
Nuts are neither a pea or a nut. Discuss.
Ooh.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Oh, I remember this.
It's an upgraded version of it.
Yeah. Wait, didn't someone die in that pool and we had adventures in the
No,
upper left?
I took a bath in that pool while you guys fought skeletons.
Yeah, to the north is the skeleton Illifarn place and the prison cell and the
Yeah.
trap. And yeah, to the west is where all the shit went down.
Yeah,
Actually, Palandor.
it's all coming back.
It's all coming.
Palandor and Peck, I have you waiting up at the top ground level, if that is correct.
Yeah, unless everybody else has already gone down. Then
And
we're going down as
Sildar is
well.
waiting with you as well, also wearing heavy armor.
Wait, is Brugark, are you down there?
Brugark, are you
I'm
down
going
there?
Down there, yes.
Oh, well, if a bear's going down, we're going to go down too.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So imagine, if you will, I'm just going to put that, I'm just put you right there for this particular moment. You all come down, and no one needs to make a perception check to hear sort of the jovial sounds of someone or something taking a bath. There's like all this splashing and sort of laughing noise. Splash, splash. And there's like another voice along with it kind of groaning. And there's footsteps and sounds of splashing and everything like that. This is still a bit down the stairs in front of you. What would you like to do?
Nobody can see what it is yet, though.
No, imagine if you're going down and there's still, like a whole nother flight of stairs before you get down to where this basement level begins. You kind of hear this coming up the stairs towards you.
Coming upstairs towards us?
Yes.
What do you see?
Someone down below is taking a bath.
But the voice is projecting towards us.
Correct.
And someone's walking upstairs?
No.
Oh.
You are walking down the stairs.
Okay.
About a flight of stairs down would be where you would actually be in the room, the cellar room, where
Yeah,
that fountain was.
I would love to go right here and peekaboo around the corner.
Can Ace make
Like a super stealth elf.
So you want to try stealthing all the way down into the room and then get off to the
Kind
corner
of.
side there. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Can Ace make a check? Special check?
I mean, you're all alone outside
Yeah,
the manor,
she's,
right?
Ace is looking down at her hand and she's looking at the two rings on her fingers, on her index and middle fingers.
Okay.
And she's contemplating the two rings and she's trying to feel if anything is
If you, no,
nothing.
nothing.
All right. Ace
Yeah.
continues to whistle outside.
Okay. All right. So as you all start heading down the stairs, you kind of see Raelian start to sneak ahead of you a little bit. Is anyone else doing anything, or are you holding on the stairs?
Holding on the stairs.
Oh, yep, because I'm one
Okay.
big, loud fucking Palandor.
All right. Sologlyph and Sildar are also holding back, kind of in the middle of the pack with you all. Let's see. Raelian, roll a stealth check.
Alright. Thank God you didn't see that.
It only counts if it's on the table.
wait a
Your
minute,
stealth
no,
bonus.
that's not
well,
right.
the roll counts. Your
Oh,
stealth.
you-
Your stealth bonus is +7,
Ah.
so you got a 17.
That's
Plus
pretty good,
7.
though.
Not pretty good.
Yeah, you got a 17.
Plus 7.
No, you rolled a 10.
Alright. I'll let it slide.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
Oh.
You see a fairly well-dressed, sort of half-sized ogre. Like, you've seen enough sort of half-orcs around that you kind of think this might be like some sort of weird half-ogre offspring. And he's kind of got this wood bucket and just big horse-sized brush, and he's kind of bathing this big, gnarly, naked ogre who's turned this fountain into his own personal bathtub. The water's brackish, it smells down here, and neither of them have really noticed you, but the room is well lit, and you notice that the door to the west is slightly ajar as well.
Can Poundor and I see this, or are we too far back right now?
I am imagining that everyone is up at that halfway point on the stairs where you do not have vision of this.
Yeah.
You can see the light coming up though.
Sure, sure.
You can hear the sounds.
Okay, I motion for. Ah, shit. All right, I go back up and I talk to them. I tell
Okay.
them what I see.
All right. Raelian comes sneaking back up the stairwell to you. You all can kind of still hear this murmured sound of.
Yeah. So, what do you guys want to do?
I want to kill one of them, and I want to scare the other one to death.
I want to torture one.
We go for the big guy or the little guy?
Is that relative?
Let's
I
go-
feel
let's
like
kill
the
the-
art may not match up with.
Let's kill the one in the water first. Or no, never mind. Let's kill the one that's not in the water first.
We should just
Other
have
ones
Brugart
easy.
go down there. Fuck him up.
Kill Ogre 13, half Ogre 13.
Yeah. Let's do it.
How would you describe the ogres to them, Raelian, as you saw them?
We got one half ogre bathing a full-grown ogre in that pool, who's like twice the size of him.
They're both quite large, actually.
The
I
one's
might have
like watching
erred
the
in
other
describing
bathe.
it.
Oh, okay.
One's
Well,
bathing though, right?
The one being bathed, that looks like a normal ogre, is larger, but they are both quite big, similar size.
Yeah.
Is
That's one I want
Anybody
to
have-
catch with his pants down.
Yeah, does anybody have any kind of lightning or something that could electrocute the water?
Ooh. Call.
No.
Let me see.
Does
kinda want-
Witch Bolt do that?
Wait, I kind of want to talk to the one in the water first.
I kind
if
of
we
want to
can.
zap his ass.
I kind
I
of want
just
to kill
wanna-
him and talk to the half ogre who's.
The guy in the pool is in the pool naked with nothing. The guy with the half orc is standing there with I don't know what.
I could do
Rush.
darkness.
A brush.
You could do
Is
darkness.
darkness once a day? Oh,
Once
shit, I
a
clicked
day,
something
yeah.
and it disappeared.
How long has been passed?
It's been about 5 minutes.
The hell was that?
This is becoming.
Here's what I heal Poundor in the ball sack just so we start moving.
Raelian and Palandor, you both felt a different but not unfamiliar sort of creepiness. Raelian, you kind of felt it coming from that sort of trapped hallway that led to the crypt down here before.
Great.
If only I still had my ring Illithon.
No, you don't. Ace
I
has
said, if only I had my ring Illithon.
Oh, is this where the
outside
skull was?
Fingers
No.
foreign, but
No.
feels
Oh.
nothing.
That's all blur.
Let's just like we're gonna end up killing these things.
Okay,
Let's just
yeah.
do it.
Yeah,
I
just
sneak.
fucking
I
do it.
sneak down.
That's why I healed him
here,
and not just go.
and I draw an arrow, and I aim for Ogre 12 in the nuts.
Very specific.
In the bath?
Yeah.
Through the water.
Oh
Everyone
no,
knows-
not through the water. Are his nuts exposed? What's exposed?
No, his
We gotta-
his ogre boobs are kind of like up
Alright.
above the water a little bit.
I'm gonna aim for his nipple.
So you're all marching in and just opening fire on
I want to
these
talk
guys.
to one of them. I want to talk to one of them, and not kill them both.
Okay.
That's all I'm trying to say.
All right. Well,
Do one of them.
maybe.
It's too late. I've already moved in.
Okay. Let's fuck up. Ogres have not been friendly in the past, so let's try and be happy or nice to the half ogre and fuck up the ogre.
Just kill him. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm just gonna put you all back as you're coming in here. You all move down the stairs at a normal pace because you didn't really describe any other pace. And fuck you.
Do anything.
Yeah.
I thought it was still stealth.
I think it's perfect.
We got a
I
bear.
like it.
How
We're
stealth
just
can
walking
we
like
be?
a bunch of idiots. I love it.
You come walking in, and the clothed half ogre just kind of like is sort of mid brush on the ogre. Just kind of like smiling at him,
Kill him.
and he drops the bucket of soap and looks like.
Oh, hello.
Did he drop the soap?
He dropped the bucket of everything. Yeah. The large ogre in the pool just sort of like interrupting my bath time. He kind of just shouts in common. And the half ogre next to him just just patting his shoulder. Hey, calm now, and he's speaking in this very dignified sort of sounding voice. He said, "Come, Busk, please remember your temper. We're working on this, making new friends, staying
Hello,
calm."
Busk. My name
He
is Palandor. Nice to meet you.
kind
Oh,
of
shiver me timbers.
looks up from the bath. Busk, really enjoy bath time. You,
Oh, we're not here to interrupt your bath time by any means. Please continue.
you
I just want to shoot Busk. Right
broke
now as
my
he's hanging.
bucket.
I just want to shoot
want to
Busk in the
walk.
face.
The bear comes walking forward.
Just sniffs angrily and starts growling.
Bus just starts like laughing. Can we keep it? And he's looking at the his bather here. You bring Buska offering present?
He's a
Some may
friend
call
of
it that.
ours.
Hey, nudge.
He almost doesn't see Palandor. He almost doesn't see the two of you getting close, Peck and Palandor. He's just sort of staring like a kid on Christmas morning at the bear. He's trying to like reach out and pet the
Bear
brown bear's
starts
fur a
nuzzling.
little bit.
Starts drinking the
Like
water.
bears? Ew.
Ugh.
You like bears, big guy?
Always wanted a bear.
Yeah.
Bears.
Really-
I start
he's really
licking
good
him.
at swimming.
I lick it as much as I can reach.
Ugh.
He's kind of like turning his soap-covered arm like this way and that, letting you lick.
This is an incredible bathing room. What other mysterious rooms do you have in this wonderful manor?
I'm not allowed in the other parts.
Aw,
But this bear would love to see them.
this bear would love to explore all.
Bear starts whimpering.
I could take Bear for a walk.
Of course.
Yes, of course. That's why we brought him down here, of course.
Yes, what the
I-
big guy said.
I return my
Brought
arrow
him down
to
here
the
for
quiver.
a walk.
Wait a minute now. Who are you? Like this is the clothed sort of half ogre guy. Looks at you all. Who are you all, and what do you want with my father?
Looks like we've got a bear hater in our midst.
I
Hey, this guy doesn't
yeah.
like bears.
I
Ragnarok
withdraw an
over the
arrow
bear.
from my quiver again.
You don't like bears? He's kind of like looking at him. No, that's not true. He's kind of trying to calm him down.
Out of here.
He sort of steps over and starts just very cautiously, half-heartedly trying to pet Brugark. See, I told you I like bears. Now, I just want to make sure their intentions are good. And he
How
kind of
could
like
our intentions be anything but good?
he looks back at you.
Bear.
Who are you all?
Bear starts growling at the postulin
You can't expect
and then
a
licking
mere
the
halfling
naked one.
to handle a huge bear.
Roll a persuasion check for me, Peck. You're the face man of this current conversation. Ooh.
You have plus 10?
Yeah, I have a lot of
Jesus
charisma.
Christ.
I haven't
For
been using it.
fuck's sake.
I want to talk to him.
The clothes guy's kind of looking at you. Baby Bjorn in the front of this burly
I
human.
see. My knee is only half of what it used to be.
you have your own slave to carry you from place to place.
Hey,
I am so Sorry, I did not know that the Zentarum were sending
Not a problem.
a distinguished
Not a problem.
officer to oversee the reconstruction of the manor.
Yes,
That's
of course.
us.
That's why I'm here. This
We got
bathing
our
room
whole
is
crew here.
fantastic.
My heart was beating so fast when I saw a lot of you coming down here, an entire special unit, just to come into the meeting tonight and to oversee the interrogation of the special prisoners we've just captured.
I cannot wait.
Oh.
Amazing! He is not very bright. He is not bright at all.
We're told that what's his name here in the what's his name? What's the name of Ogre's name in the
Did I say Busk?
Well,
Busk.
he-
Let's go with
Yes,
Busk.
Busk, of course.
Let me
Slipped my
let's
mind.
rename him
Loves
here, yeah.
bears.
Yeah, let's do this.
Rename him.
There we go. Busk. Done.
The busker.
Well, allow me to help you however I can. You can call me Dakun. That's
Hello,
D
Dakun.
apostrophe Coon. I'm sort of Busk's his caretaker. He's my father.
Oh,
He's a
You don't
little,
say.
a little slow, but
he's your father.
long story. But yes, we've joined forces with well, as you know, the giant alliance that's been formed between the hill and fire giant tribes. He's saying this in a hushed sort of way that only Raelian, Peck, and Palandor can really hear him. I'm assuming the rest of you are still kind of like towards the landing. So if you want to move around, let me know. But anyway, Busk is still happily petting Brugark. Make yourselves at home. The others are a little ornery. We've sort of quarantined ourselves here, but you can imagine so many different groups in one underground manor. Can get a little heated at times.
What is the problem with the groups? Who's not liking who? Who's not getting along with who?
Well, ever since the some of your allies, the other Zentarum and the orcs kind of had a battle of the mind, if you will. Ever since that wizard came back down here saying something about this was my base of operations and I will oversee everything, sort of really riled up everyone. Everyone's kind of taken to their own corner of the base, if you will.
Quite interesting.
I know
Well,
how
hopefully that
goes,
doesn't
friend.
affect the construction.
I
Yes,
proceed
well.
down the stairs and say to Busk, Busk, allow me to play you some bath music, and I pull out my flute.
Lovely. Lovely.
Have you heard
Yep.
of the Jurassic Park theme song? Because it's the one song I know.
Does Ace hear the Jurassic Park theme song?
You
Outside,
definitely...
You're just like,
I'm still
There is a bit of sound sort of coming up from the stairwell. It sounds like you could definitely hear active conversation.
Ace
and now a
follows
bit of
the
flute.
Sweet sound of the Jurassic Park theme
Oh.
song down the stairwell.
Okay. So she does.
just humming it as you go. Okay. Hey!
Let's go for
Can
this
we get
walk.
a tour of the facilities?
Yes,
We're
of
here for
course.
the interrogation. We better see, what we got a handle on here.
Ace looks at Hush and mouths, "What the fuck?"
Just play along, little sister.
Ace continues to hum the Jurassic Park theme song.
Come on, we'll bring the bear. It'll be a good time.
Busk.
Let's go take a look at the rest of the
Could
basement.
you keep an eye out just to be the good handler to the bear? Make sure a lot of the other ogres just are gentle and easy with him.
Does
He
anybody
rustled
think
up.
it's weird that you go down a set of stairs, and the first set of stairs you go down to, you're straight in a bathroom? Like, this guy's just, like, basically bathing?
Well,
not
this
weird to anybody?
you can see that this was not really intended to be a bath.
Oh.
you recall before when you were here beneath the Tressendar Manor, that this was really like a natural sort of water filtration sort of reservoir system.
Okay. You've poisoned the well, old man. Let's go.
Yeah, yeah.
Our bear
It's
actually
yeah, a cistern, a
our
reservoir.
bear really hates orcs.
Yes, please,
She really gets riled up.
please keep her safe if you could, Busk.
Please.
Bear's trying to
Busk.
smell to see if there's anything interesting.
Yeah,
Anything interesting.
yeah. Dakun sees you can't help but you like sniff and lean towards the open door that's kind of over here.
Yeah.
Here we'll do this. Slightly ajar door, and you catch a scent of other ogres or half ogres that are sound like they're sleeping from within. And Dakun sees you and says, "Ah, yeah, some of our allies are asleep in the room there. You might want to keep your voices down."
Oh, I apologize.
Any
I-
food?
Many thanks, Dakun.
There's crates of everything around you right now. This plate,
Because I am gonna get
Yeah.
fucking in there deep.
yeah,
Violently.
Oh! He kind of like starts stammering a little bit. Well, that should be fine. That should be fine.
I wouldn't interrupt her. She gets very upset if you interrupt her while she
Yeah.
eats.
It will take all of us to calm her down.
And you don't want that. We don't want to wake up your friends too. Oh, that could be bad.
Um,
right?
As Brugark is sort of rummaging through crates and barrels of food, and bits of ale are starting to leak out from one of the broken barrels, there's a chittering sound as a little rat comes scurrying out and runs past you up the stairs underneath the crack in the door that lead to the old sort of trapped hallway.
Brugark?
Going nuts over it.
You're kind of scratching at the door, and you realize that it's still kind of like this broken, partial door from
Can I
when
break
you weren't here. But yeah, you can definitely break through it.
I do break through it. I'm just doing the. I'm just distraction. That's my.
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly just like loose stone and rubble. And you kind of smash through into this dark, dusty hallway.
Oh,
that
that
look-
door wasn't built very
Did that
well.
look like a normal rat to me?
Make a perception check.
All right.
Brain rat.
Shifters.
Street rat.
This is big.
Oh, come on, my rolls.
You
Those
didn't
are
you didn't
14.
roll on the table. Doesn't
Yeah, I know.
count. Got to roll on the table. There you
Oh,
go. Yeah, it looked and smelled like a rat.
Yeah,
Perfectly
great.
normal.
Sologlyph and Sildar kind of advance down towards Peck, and they
We
kind
trying to
of
bamboozle these
they
people.
kind
or
they kind
what?
of whisper like, okay, this is an interesting development, but we need to use caution moving through here. They said something about numerous other factions and prisoners. We need to recover our friends alive.
The last time I was here meeting with our infamous leader, I believe that there may have been an area to the north of us that may house the prisoners. Is that correct?
You're asking this to the
Yeah.
ogres?
Dakun?
Yeah, Dakun.
They did say something about taking them to slave pens, slave quarters.
Oh yes, pesky slave.
As I said, they've sort of quarantined us here after Busk kind of broke a few things and had trouble fitting through. Yeah, we've mostly just been working on the reconstruction and keeping a low profile here so the townsfolk don't get disturbed. That was the plan, right?
Very well. 'Tis a shame to see such great talents go to waste.
Ace,
Well.
Ace speaks up. Why were you quarantined?
Oh, you're stepping into the landing here? Everyone's sort of come in at this point? Well, as I said, Bus kind of lost control a little bit, and then one thing led to another. All of the factions are fighting with each other right now. We're just adhering to the quarantine and sticking to this corner of the manor.
Who quarantined you?
Well, some of the some of your friends, along with some. There was a representative from, the hobgoblins and the orcs, the many tribe clan are here, and they kind of came together with this wizard fella who tried to claim domain over this place.
Glassstaff,
They
I know all about him, and I slap Hush on the back. Then his-
Heck, don't break the staff.
Glassstaff. Kind of just
Kyle, you're like super low audio-wise now.
yeah.
What the shit? How about
Eat
now?
that mic. Eat it. You're like, well, anyway, yeah, they've
Get that hot pocket in there.
Busket and I agreed to follow with the quarantine until, we meet later. But
I'm sorry, I totally was not paying attention. Did our bear just wander off into the north hallway?
Busk out some.
Oh, no, Busk. Oh, Busk, no, you stay here in your back.
We'll bring
I
him
will
back.
bring back the bear to you.
will
Just to
retrieve him.
you. Just give us a couple moments. She is a real handful when she is hungry, and let me tell you, she is hungry.
He speaks up. Yeah, she's a son of a bitch.
Should we, gentleman, lady, should we do the maneuver to get her back? I'm gonna
Yes.
need all of your help.
Let us go.
please. We must continue. I am so sorry.
Busk,
please.
enjoy your bath. Enjoy your bath. We'll be back with a cuddly bear to dry yourself
Yes,
on.
I will bring her back for pets and all kinds of good things to you for
Yes.
just a moment.
Ace warms up the water with prestidigitation a little bit, so it like bubbles up just a little bit, and like gives him a
I
little.
like
Ooh, yeah, Busk is like. you see him kind of like rubbing down in his groin area a little bit.
Ace winks as she trots up.
Okay. So Palandor and Peck, you are heading after Brugark.
Yes, and indicating that the others should do so as well.
Sildar and Sologlef are sort of standing watch over the ogres very cautiously. Raylan, what are you doing? You hanging back with the bath time people?
No, man, I'm going with.
Okay.
I'm going with the group.
All right. So as you guys sort of work through the broken, rubbled stone doorway, you see Brugark sort of trotting off down the hall. Brugark,
Brugark,
you
wait.
feel and overhear like these sort of dark whispers that come out from the very fancy golden sort of gilded double doors that sit in front of you past all these faux columns, and it's just as you sort of like trot and look up at this that you come almost crashing through some pit trap that's in the floor, but you pull back just in time as your allies kind of come in and call your name.
Truer words are never spoken, my good bear friend.
I stare at the comrades.
How big is that hole?
It's probably about 7 to 8 feet across. You look down, and it is about 20 feet to the bottom of a dusty floor where there's still sort of dust coming back up.
So, if memory serves correctly, there's a little passage or like a little
Yes.
trail to
If
the
you
north,
were to hug the wall, probably
from
hard
here,
for a
okay.
bear to do. But yeah, you could kind of like skirt around it. It's almost like there's like a thin sort of walkway plank on either side that was set up to be a walkable path
Man, I'm
around
glad
this thing.
someone remembers this.
I want to just look around and see if there's any like really large. I mean, because this is rubble, right? Large
Mm-hmm.
pieces of timber
There are.
potentially.
Yeah.
Okay. Does it look like timber that's large enough to make it across the gap?
Yeah. If you were to like sort of like break and sort of chop off some of the broken timbers, definitely a piece that would be long enough to kind of work
Yeah,
across the gap there.
I want to do that. I want to angle it to the north so that Bear Brugart can
like-
put a paw on stone and a paw on wood. kind
All
of
right.
thing.
Yeah, it takes a few minutes, but you kind of assemble that. Ace, you were hanging back, sort of warming the water. Were you staying in that room?
No, I'm gonna look towards Busk. I'm just gonna go like wink at him. I'm just gonna move towards the rest of the party through this.
Okay.
I want him to see it though. I want him to be like, yeah, you know where those bubbles came from.
He's kind of smiling at you, still rubbing his crotch region. But bring bear. He's kind of just splashing angrily in the tub right now. Dakun speaking to Sildar says, "Your friends are bringing the bear back, right?" And Sildar with this just blank looks, just like, yeah. Yes.
Absolutely.
What would y'all like to do?
I've just set up the timber for us to cross, so
The
I'm gonna.
the rat disappeared under a sort of squeeze through a very small crack in the doors ahead of you, Brugark.
And I motion to the doors.
And I'm going to turn to Ace and say, I don't know if this is relevant, but the ring that you possess that was mine, I would keep it close.
Oh, this one right here, and she flicks up her middle finger.
Is it on there?
That would
Yeah,
be
it
the
is
one.
actually on her middle finger. She has two of them actually.
I don't remember what the other one does.
The same thing. Literally, I have two of the same thing.
Why the fuck do you have both of them?
Because I Indiana Jones one out of a temple.
Okay, I'm gonna cross behind Brugark. I'm gonna stand on the timber beam to help
You kinda-
support it while Brugark walks across.
Okay.
Oh wait.
Huh.
I don't know if this matters.
No, you're okay.
Okay.
You're okay. You guys took enough time to do it that it's fine. You're able to cross. All of you collectively kind of hear and feel this sort of dark magic ahead
I
of
got
you.
a bad feeling about this.
Ace giggles.
Lathandir, reveal to me the darkness that lays within.
Ooh, I like what you just did there.
Yeah.
I feel so inspired by the way he's
Yeah,
talking.
you kind of feel like Poundor's pitching a tent in that plate armor or whatever he's wearing now.
Oh, is it all like crooked?
Ooh, I like the link there, sir. Oh, I like that a lot.
Ooh, it's everywhere.
I just thought, I'd put it on the stream there so you can see it for later. All right, so you open your awareness to detect evil around you. Interesting. So within 60 feet, right?
Yeah, whatever that says.
Okay.
That was after I had crossed the bridge, by the way.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Huh.
Guys, we left Sildar.
So
solo.
there is one thing that we should probably adhere to for that ability. And that
Is it-
states that if it's behind total cover, you cannot tell what it is. I will say that you can still sense whether something is there, but you don't know what exactly. And you, for sure, even before you sort of whispered your prayer, could feel that there is something in the next room or nearby.
I was gonna say, like, yeah, if that's a way that we're establishing it, that's totally cool. Because
Yeah.
I was thinking back to the mines where Alandor kind of sensed things maybe more than he should have.
Yeah.
But if if I'm aware of that, then I'm gonna wait until we get closer to the door. And then
Okay,
I'll do
that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, you can redo that. That's my bad. All right.
Where's the door?
So this in front of you, like these. Oh yeah.
this way?
Okay.
No,
In-
it's to the.
Oh, thank you.
To the west of us.
Okay.
This
over
way.
here.
Yeah, I don't want to move there. I just.
I want to move there.
I'm right behind Brugard.
Okay.
Like right up in his bare butt. You know, right there. Like Peck. Like his eye level is just sphincter right now.
Okay, I like that. What's everyone else doing?
I wanna have a short little gather with Aurelian, Hush, and Dr. Rompus.
Okay.
Okay.
Um,
Alright.
Okay.
Look, we're leaving Sildar and Sologleph alone with this fucking monstrous dude and this other guy in a bath. Should we maybe help them? And then
Hold-
Ace look towards Dr. Rompus first, like longingly.
Does Palandor overhear any of this? Or is it whispered talk?
I don't think
It's
you'd
very-
hear it. Yeah, between
it's
like the
whispered.
creepy whispers ahead of you and focusing on like trying to get the bear safely across, you didn't hear this. So sorry, could
Fair
could you repeat that?
It's like we're leaving two of our main dudes behind. Should we help them or should we just kind of leave them be with the dumb butts?
Well, they think we're here to help out with the interrogation.
They think we're gonna get a bear back right now.
Does Brugark overhear you say this?
Probably the
No.
same thing.
Yeah.
No,
You don't,
I
you
think
don't-
anyone on the other side of the plank is not really hearing this conversation right
Yeah,
now.
like basically Hush
too
and
bad.
Aurelian hear it.
Well, you guys are going deeper into the manor, right? Towards the creepy voices. There.
Yes. Yes. Going deeper
Yeah.
underground.
My intention.
Going deeper
Just call for them. Just say you need
I
help
mean,
with the bear.
they're not far. Yeah.
Brugark can just start growling real loud.
Oh yeah,
Good
yeah.
Sir Sildar and Sologleph, would you join us in the adjacent room? We have a quick question to ask you.
This bear, and then Ace follows up. This bear's out of control. We need your help.
You kind of hear them say, "We're just going to get the bear for you. We'll be back in a few moments." And they kind of like slowly walk away from the
Deeper
other
into
room.
the room.
Is
Yeah,
there?
and they start whispering like, "I think there's more ogres in the room next to the bath. We need to tread carefully here."
Is there a door right here?
It's a broken door frame with like loose,
broken.
broken rocks everywhere. It was never fully intact, but Brugark like totally like if you imagine like a cave in, he just. Whereas you all had climbed over that before, it's like completely cleared out now.
Ace quickly looks around for anything to barricade this hole with.
That would take some time and a lot of obvious effort if you were to do
Yeah,
that.
and it would also
Oh.
set off suspicions from the ogres, or the orcs, I'd imagine.
Ace
Ogres.
is just looking around. She's just looking.
Just building a quick wall.
While you are looking, you do notice that Dakun is kind of like leaning over into the fountain, like speaking like very softly. You can't hear what he's saying, but he's like reaching his arms, like, oh, and you kind of see it looks like the warm bath has sort of put Busk into sort of like this nap at the moment.
Nice. Warm
Um,
bath turns
Like
yellow.
he's,
Du-
like he's
Dakun-
susceptible.
Dakun does not see or notice you as you're kind of looking at the rocks at the moment. He's sort of just focused on the sleeping giant ogre in the tub here.
Can Ace motion if she wanted to? Could she motion towards like our Brugark bear and Peck and Palandor?
I mean, you could go into the room and
Motioning
motion
towards
to
us?
them.
Yeah, like hey, like whisper like and get your attention.
Palandor kind of looks like it gives you a confused expression, like, and then gestures over here. Like
Pounder.
we just
Pounder
crossed
turns.
over with a bear.
The
We're not
Pounder
going
turns.
back.
I'm just sitting on his chest, so I just spin his whole body on his chest.
All right, Ace.
Just
Ace
imagine
looks,
dangly bits like.
Dr.
Ace-
Rhombus, what's wrong with you?
Ace looks towards Hush, longingly. Like make a decision for me.
I duck into the other room. I don't want to be too loud to wake up the big one. Back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail, this bear is turning out to be a bit more difficult than we imagined. Be right back, my lords.
He doesn't turn to you at all. He just kind of like gives you like a thumbs up over the shoulder, kind of.
Okay, all right.
He's
so
very-
then I'm gonna let's head across the plank here.
Okay, let's go. I just wanted to be sure.
Do we need somebody to hold the plank down like we did with the bear, or can we just
I
like
think
jump
you're.
it?
I think you're good. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna
Um. Okay.
do we need the? I don't know if we need him as an escort or not.
Brugark, the door in front of you is very pretty in your bear form, and very, very much sealed at the moment, as far as you can tell.
I'm going to do this thing. Oh no, wait, I can't. Hang on one sec.
Do the things.
Doing the thing. All right. I start sniffing wildly at it.
Okay. Make a perception check for me there, Mr. Bear form.
Oh, I just did.
Oh, yes, you did. Sorry, thank you.
I love that you stealth roll everything.
I don't want to know what the result is. I just
Like,
want to hear him
everything.
narrate
You
it.
Stealth roll everything. I love it. I want to stealth roll everything.
So I'm assuming, unless you tell me otherwise, that you're using like your smell, right?
Keen smell.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you say teen smell?
Smells like teen
spirit smell. You smell what you can only describe as foul, rotting flesh.
Ugh.
Fairly recent, like spoiled meat gone bad.
Ooh. I communicate to this.
The
group
scent of the
by-
rat is completely masked out by this.
I communicate to the group by like, and then I do the thing where cats how they try to bury their shit against the door.
I think that what Brugark ate earlier is making his stomach feel very upset.
Ace walks up in front of Palindor
Brugark, you okay?
and kind of caresses, like, puts herself against Palindor and caresses him, and then picks up his hand and slips one of the rings that she has onto his finger.
As you go to do that, you realize that one of your rings is missing.
Peck!
The one that's missing is the one that actually fits your hand. The one that you just reached for and pulled off was the comically large ring that was far too big for any normal size finger.
I swipe that back immediately.
But it's already on my finger, correct?
It's like imagine like there's like a big sort of hoop just on your finger.
Then as she's trying to swipe it, I just close my fist like this and say, "Thank you so much for returning this."
And then as I'm slipping it onto his finger, I just ball up into a fist and I punch right into Peck.
who is stuck in,
Right behind
just prone, just like a sleeping Raelian who I called would be done after 3 margaritas.
Is the ring? He is totally done. Is the ring visible?
Sorry. You know what the penalty should be? I should like put his video on stream.
No.
Yeah,
You should
yeah.
punish Raelian. Like, what if
Yeah.
Raelian has narcolepsy?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Oh, I like that.
And he's just
Yeah. Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
He's alive.
You gotta understand, we got a lot of daddies.
Yeah, I know.
He's getting tired. More
Hey,
than
I
I'm
know.
a daddy of 3. I understand.
Some
to
of
this
us
ring.
had hard
Back to
work
this
and
ring.
we drank a Red Bull, so fuck you. But no,
I'm
I
just
understand. I understand.
fucking biffed.
Yeah, you punch a prone Peck. Roll a d4.
Can I block
yeah,
this?
one.
Oh yeah, roll a Peck. You are pretty quick. Roll a Dex check for me.
He's Baby Bjorn, isn't he? Right?
He is, but he still has. He's got crafty hands.
Dex
Clearly,
record, okay.
clearly, crafty enough to remove one of your rings without you knowing.
It's a 20.
Clearly crafty enough to remove one of your rings without you knowing.
It's a 20.
Dex record, okay. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20. 20.
I had no option of. I thought. that
I rolled
had
for
it.
you, but you didn't. No. Peck, you
What?
take 1 point of damage.
Without saying anything,
Yeah.
Palindor lays of hands without touching him
Ooh.
because he's attached to his chest.
Yeah,
So
how
it's
many?
Like, why? Can I tell how much?
Yeah. He's
Was
got.
it like it looks like 1 point of damage, correct?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing 1 then.
Okay, you just heal him slightly. Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
Ace-
You'll
Just
have
mark
good
that
days,
off for
too.
me.
Ace
Mark that off for me.
infuriated. Just jumps onto Peck. And
Palindor grabs hold of the ace before she does it, and then gestures at Brugark and says, "Perhaps either his stomach is really upset, or he's trying to tell us something."
I sniffed the door. Sniff the door.
Yeah. Oh, it's.
He's gagging on something. Perhaps there's something foul smelling. Yeah, I'm gonna guess there's something foul behind the door. Perhaps.
Ace
Ace.
continues with her pouts, trying to knock over Palindor, yelling, "You motherfucker!" with the blood spewing out of her mouth.
And Palindor just claps a hand over his mouth and is like,
You do-
"Shut up!"
You doing like the big brother palm on hand? You can't reach me.
No. I'm doing a full on, like, she'll probably bite me and I'll probably, like, take poison damage or some shit. But I'm full on
Okay.
clapping a hand over her
Ace
mouth
is-
and being like,
Ace is-
shut up.
Looking straight onto the ring that she just placed on Palindor's finger, and then glancing back down on the blatantly obvious ring on the little midget strapped to him.
And if she tries to bite my hand, she's gonna taste that ring.
Sologlyph kind of steps forward and says, "Please, save your personal quarrels for when we get out of here alive."
Listen
Ace-
Solo Glyph. He's
Ace-
dragon, for fuck's sake.
Ace gets real close to Palindor, like she's grabbed right up to him, and then gives a little tap on the face, then lets go. Like she could have done something, but she let go.
You notice he'd been
we
playing
continue?
it fairly cool since you've met him, but you notice that Sologlyph's left arm is like even more lame than it had been before, and kind of looking a bit gnarly.
Can we tell if that was
can we
from
fix
the
him?
combat previously? Like, was that from just the recent encounter that we had, or does it
Yeah.
look like it's a reoccurring wound?
No, he kind of sees you looking, Sildar especially, like staring. He's like, "My broken dragon wing is no easy thing to heal, and I feel like Venom Fang sort of gave it some sort of festering wound. I'm hopeful Sister Garaele, with her strong healing skills, will find a way to heal me. But it's no matter for now. We'll get them and get out of here and worry about it then."
Can we give? Does like a healing potion look like it would help or not at all?
Yeah, he kind of told you before that they.
Alluded to that.
Does it? Did
Yeah.
he? Is it a? I'm sorry. Did you say it was a poison, or is it some kind of disease that you think is
Yeah,
injuring you?
he described it as some sort of like severe festering wound. His wing is completely useless at the moment.
From beneath Palindor's robes, he reveals a potion of vitality, which, as it turns out, here, you must drink this. It should, I believe, cure any poison or disease that may be affecting you.
He sort of swirls it around a little bit and holds it up and sees, it's this sort of pulsing, dull light in the liquid itself, this crimson liquid. It's a very rare potion.
It is, and I don't know
are
how
you
it
sure?
reacts. I don't know how it reacts to dragon kind, but it is happily yours if you believe it will help.
He kind of looks at it and says, "It will restore my arm for a time."
Well, perhaps a time is all we need before we can fetch Sister Garaele. Please, by all means, it is yours.
He just says, "It looks like my luck's turning for the better once more. Thank you, Palindor." Just swigs it back and starts rubbing his arm. Looks like it's feeling better almost instantly.
Deleting that from my...
I owe you one. Perhaps I'll repay you before this night's over.
I'm just happy to help.
Sildar looks around at all of you. He's like, "You all heard that, right?" And he's kind of referring to the weird hissing
Yes,
sound that's been
so,
coming out periodically.
Sildar, we did experience something kind of similar to this earlier, the last time we were here. Granted, I don't know if things have changed, but more than likely there's a bunch of undead in the next room.
A lot.
Don't worry. We should take care of it. Lathandir will guide my way. Unless you feel it's something else, then by all means, please.
Okay, let's move forward. Your friend who's asleep back there, he'll be okay?
As far as I'm aware,
Does he
he's,
do this often?
He's dead.
He does this occasionally. We've talked to Sister Gorel several times, and she feels like she may be able to offer something, but it's the mushrooms, really.
Fondness for them.
I'm gonna walk forward. I'm gonna kind of nuzzle Brugark out
Okay.
of the way, and I'm gonna put Peck right in front of the hole and be like, I mean, we've done this before. You can either do the old brown spot, or
No, that wasn't what it was called. What was it called?
I don't remember.
I'm
what
never
it's
gonna remember.
It was
Or-
called like you were like shooting a pool cue through it or something like that. Oh man, I forget what that thing's called. That move.
Yeah, that move.
Do that
brown
one.
spot, or if you want to try the door.
So, you notice that as you go to examine the doors, like the keyhole, which were very small, like not like the big iron one. These are these sort of very ornate, different doors. The keyholes, there's really no light coming out from them, and then as you kind of like poke and look in there, they seem to be occluded by something.
Do I know if Detect Evil works through either a door of this thickness or a keyhole and or a like beneath the door?
Wait, I'm sorry. What was that?
Do I know if Detect Evil
Oh,
would be able to detect through a keyhole and
No.
or like up beneath like this gap in the door? at the bottom?
no. And as you're examining the door, before anyone really has time to notice, Ace gets her hand around Peck's finger and rips the ring back off.
He's stealth rolling.
Yeah. I rolled a dex save for you, Peck. Sorry, you failed.
Okay. And while that happens, Palandor eats a good berry.
How much does it heal for?
1 point.
1 point.
It doesn't taste good, but Palandor's ready for whatever lies ahead.
More
Delicious.
like a dingleberry.
Alright, you get that 1 point of health back. Was it worth it? Yeah, the door in front of you feels very, very secure. You're not sure, but picking the lock or poking something through this keyhole doesn't appear to be working.
I have a question. Does that do anything?
Iron key red brands. You think that there's a chance it might if the keyhole wasn't stuffed or blocked.
And Peck, can you examine this keyhole and tell me if it's stuffed?
Oh, of course I
blocks.
can.
I don't even have to like crouch down. He's just baby Bjorn right
Yeah,
in
I'm
front.
just sitting there doing this.
right,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
perfect little spot.
You're tinkering away at it and you're like, yep, classic case of someone not wanting this door to open ever again.
Ever again?
Not
We've
through
had to.
not through a mechanical means.
Ace kind of like looks back into her mind and she remembers the conversation she had with God about enlarging and reducing things.
And Palandor, while this is happening, is remembering in his head this beautiful weapon he possesses that cuts wood really, really well.
It's
Didn't you get rid of that?
stone. The doors are stone.
Oh, the door... Stone? It's made of stone?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah.
What Can I? Palandor examines the hinges of the door to see what the fuck can hold up a stone door.
Fine dwarven craftsmanship.
Ace,
End of story.
Ace conveys to the party, perhaps Busk or Dakun can help us with this door.
You know what? Palandor has this sense of futility to pursue a northern route and senses somewhere deep within him from Lathandir that perhaps we may have to go around.
Let us go around.
What's gonna happen when we pop out of this door with?
Well,
the
we
bear?
found the bear. I don't think there's a problem.
We can't go. We can't go through the door. We have to go around it.
It sounds like the keyhole is jammed and it's made of stone, so
It's
it can't
supposed
cut
to
through
never
it,
be open again.
and it's not
Right.
supposed to be open again. So I'm taking a hint here that
We have a
maybe,
magic?
perhaps, unless we can magic it open.
I mean,
but
I could expand the door by 2 and explode it open, because that's within the rules.
You can think as creatively as you want to.
You can try anything.
Ace,
But please do.
Ace looks towards the party and says, "All right, hold on. Let me try this." And she walks the other way. She walks into this way.
Okay. You step over the sleeping elf over to the landing and look down at Dakun, who's kind of left the sleeping ogre unattended, floating in the pool there, and he seems to be just sort of organizing some of the roughed up crates that Brugark ripped through.
All right, Ace, familiar with this situation, kind of like prances over to the pool, and she disrobes and jumps in.
Okay. Meanwhile, in the hallway, Sildar says, "Look, we need to find Gundren and the others.
Yes,
We could try ramming the door down or going another way, but standing here isn't helping."
Amen.
I mean, yes, I fully agree with you. Do you have a ram? This is the shortest way there.
You've
Trust
got
me,
to
we've
tries
been
to
kind
here
of
ram
before.
points at the bear.
Brugark tries to ram it.
Okay.
I back up.
Alright.
And then I get over to here, just trying to get a running start.
Okay. You push past everybody.
Push past. And then
Okay.
If
take a
only-
running start.
If
Make
only you were
a strength check.
A bigger bear.
Did that work?
If you were a big bear.
I did not get that. No.
Well, I'm pulling it off the. I'm
The
pulling it off
biggest
the-
bear?
I wonder if you were the
Oh,
biggest
weird, I
bear.
can't
Pull
what
the
that would
number.
Yeah. One
It's fine. It's
second.
like
I have to pull the
you're such a big
S.
boy.
Yeah, I have to pull the S.
big,
There it is.
Big boy.
Oh, it's a save.
Whoa.
No, I don't want that.
Well, you did roll an 18, and I will
Alright,
count
yeah, I
that.
want that.
It's actually the same as a strength check. It's a +4.
Okay.
22. Hold on.
Brugark is a perfectly capable sized bear.
With a surprising amount of burst and force, Brugark goes cracking into the stone, and just the beautiful sort of gold relief just crumbles away as the old stones just break and start crumbling down.
Yeah.
Very, very dim. And you kind of stop like in the impact,
Yeah.
Brugark. You kind of like knock, but it's very sort of dizzying. So at the same time as Ace, are you crawling or jumping into the pool there, Ace?
I'm kind of like slipping in.
Slipping in? Okay. So just as you quietly slip into the pool, you hear this crazy noise come echoing out from the hallway, and Dakun kind of looks up and immediately looks back to the opposite and sees you like, "What? What's happening? What's happening?" Brugark and the others in the corridor, very dim, almost sort of like candle-lit light kind of pours forth from this this crypt that most of you have seen before. But what was not here before was this sort of half-eaten, half-dead ogre. He's kind of resting on the pillar with this like big spiked weapon, and it just, as the noise and the light of you comes crashing through, it kind of like awakens and looks up.
But half-eaten.
Must defend prisoner. And he's got like this sword weapon sticking out of him, and he's just so slowly standing up against a pillar, raising his weapon up, very almost mechanical, unmoving. He stands in front of you.
Well,
By the lights
hello.
of
Do you like
Lathandir.
bears?
Did Busk hear any of that? Is he awake or anything?
Busk has not awoken. Dakun has sort of hurried over to Tears. What are you doing?
Ace kind of like puts her foot up on Busk's shoulder. It's like, shh. I'm here on behalf of the party.
This is truly a new path for us, Zentarm and Ogre. You all have been so kind since you've been here.
Ace,
He seems very genuine.
Dakun seems genuine.
Yeah.
About that.
Mhm.
Okay. Ace looks at Dakun and whispers, "Perhaps you could do us one other favor," and she casts persuasion on him.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. Persuasion.
And that's the name of the spell that I think it's called, but we'll see.
Oh,
if
you
it's
mean
really
you mean
called that.
suggestion?
Suggestion.
Second level. Okay, so mark off your last second level spell slot. Suggestion. All right. So what are you suggesting? It's limited to a sentence or two.
I need you to keep Busk preoccupied, and you need to keep him in this room, in this tub, as long as possible.
All right. So he makes a wisdom saving throw. Dun, 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 dun. Looking at you almost as if only half the lights are on in the building. You feel like your magic did not affect him, but he still replies in a way that you were sort of half hoping. He's like, "What? That's all I do. I keep Busk busy and away from the others. He'll bathe for hours if I want him to." But yeah.
All right, Ace nods and collects her clothes.
Cool. Go ahead and roll wild magic.
Oh.
The very.
Puts the room on fire.
The water gets really hot.
Let me make sure I can get my dice here.
I'm really excited about this.
Sidebar, you could have
Busk
used Tides of
gets
Chaos
fired.
on that since you were going to refresh anyway.
What does Tides of Chaos do?
He would have had advantage on that skill check.
All right, there we go.
Or that spell check, I think.
That's a really epic name for something that's like not that cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Advantage. Tides of Chaos.
He can control the chaos of the dice, or
What
the
does it
randomness of the world.
Wait, you get to roll another 20-sided dice.
Ace Ace
okay.
kind of like nods at him and winks, and then collects her clothes and like scampers off.
Okay. Yeah, he appears to be, cleaning up and keeping Busk pretty occupied. The rest of you are seeing this sort of husking, half-eaten ogre sort of waken. Brugark, you are sort of through enough of the doorway that you've just broken down to kind of follow your nose and your eye line a little bit and see that a second ogre guardian is sort of awoken, and the one in front of you kind of like mutters these almost sort of programmed words and says, "As one watcher wakes, so do two." And like the eyes of the other one sort of open, and it starts to also stand up along a pillar to the north.
Palandor runs in and says, Illifarn!
The ring does not feel warm does not feel like anything other than a ring.
Lathandir, by thy light guide me. What do I sense in this evil place?
The two sort of guardians that have awoken clearly come off with some very strong undead presence. And then and then within the three sort of partially lidded, like the lid's kind of broken on some, it's ajar in others, you sense sort of more fresh undead creatures within.
Can I tell where?
Yeah, within all three tombs.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, I touch the ass of the bear because I'm still behind the bear, and I cast heroism.
Oh.
Like heroism, like hair.
Interesting. Okay. What's your charisma bonus?
+2.
Brugark, you have a temporary sort of glowing shield around you.
You're welcome, friend. Good luck.
And you do not feel afraid of any of this nasty smelling undead creatures in front of you. What does everyone like to do? You
So
get
the
this.
undead ogre notices us.
It does. It does not appear to be moving towards you, but it does appear to have weapon ready, and it is glaring, particularly at Peck and Palandor, who have stepped into the room.
Doesn't Illifar in the ring control undead?
I just said
you all
Illifar
you all
and it didn't do
believed it did.
Ogre, do you speak common tongue?
You did when you were in here. You did have that ring and speak the word, and some of the guardians that were in here stood down. Or that's what you were led to believe they would do.
I just said that and it didn't work.
This guy's not having it.
It does not appear
I
to be affecting this guy.
As I ask him a question to kind of lull him into a false sense of security, can I see if it kind of perks his interest?
What are you saying?
I just want to say, do you speak common tongue?
He just sort of rumbles back at you the same sort of thing, like, as one awakes, so do
As
two.
he's saying that, I want to shoot my gun in his
We
face.
will defend this room.
That's fair.
Okay. You do not have sneak attack bonus, but you may roll to attack.
Damn. Okay.
That mean we're rolling initiative?
Everyone roll initiative, yeah.
Well. I have sneak attack on anyways.
I rolled a nat 20, bro.
I was trying to sneak attack him with my false
Jesus.
sense of security information.
Yeah. No sneak attack, but that is quite an opener.
Hey guys, that's a nat 10.
Dude, you just got a nat... I didn't even see your nat 20 on that,
For a total of 30.
Check out
Holy
that
shit,
nat 10.
dude.
So can I just roll the damage then?
Please do, yeah.
All the damage?
How
All
come I only got those
87
two
dice?
Huh?
No. How do I only got those 2 dice?
Did type bludgeoning?
Wait.
That's not right.
What did you roll damage for?
I don't know.
You rolled damage for the black spot.
But it should have been, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's not...
For a
stealth.
natural 20?
Well, yeah, it rolls damage twice.
And
You're just used to
Oh,
that sneak
1d6?
attack bonus.
So you got 9 or 18?
Wait a minute. Actually,
I mean, that's a natural 20. Normally, it like doubles my dice, I thought, when I hit a natural 20 as a
I
rogue.
mean, 20 plus
right,
10.
but you didn't have sneak attack, so it wasn't.
But I
what
thought it was
you-
just any time it was a natural 20.
Right, but your
Yeah.
normal dice is only 1d whatever.
D6?
Yeah, I'm just checking if that's right though. I don't know if the.
Yeah, that doesn't. I feel like.
I mean, every time you've rolled, Peck, it's been like 18 dice.
Well, I've rolled a non-sneak attack
But
20
the,
before.
I don't think I updated it on your sheet, but the black spot did go up to a 1d8 when you got it back from Gundren and got the new ammo for it.
So the
Uh,
critical was the +3?
No, he rolled a 1 and a 3 and got +5. But you can. I'll let you re-roll. I had the wrong damage on your sheet here. It should be. Hold on, let me just fix this real quick. It should be a D8 now, since you got the upgrade. There you go. All right, you can roll damage again.
Come on, don't fuck on me.
Well, no, that's to hit.
God damn it.
Don't fuck on me.
That's not the right damage. You got to drag it off from your sheet.
Oh my god.
Because I just changed. It just
phrase.
updated.
I see.
Got that 19 though.
And then you'll just have to, you can, when you drag off, just roll another D8 to get the second one. For the crit.
Yeah, I think
What
this.
even are these dice?
I think this is an 8.
Yeah, alright, so 12 points of damage as you fire at this ogre zombie thing.
Do you care if we take 5?
Yeah, I need some
Before
water
we
actually.
get all here?
It does not look that injured. I'll be right back.
I think,
Oh, yeah.
I think Jeff needs like 10.
Good night, sweet prince. We're back.
Died feet in the foreground. Guys, I got the real Illifarn ring on my finger. Want to use it bad. Nobody cares. Klug,
You're real quiet.
I'm really quiet. How about now?
It's better, but you're still kind of quiet.
All right, hold on. Let me fix this shit.
I gotta update you in TeamSpeak. Why does my Steam controller just not work in TeamSpeak?
You know.
Hold
on here.
I'll boost you up a little bit. I'll just boost you.
Wait,
You're
don't boost me. I gotta fix this. Capture profile.
You can try turning on automatic voice gain.
I changed some of the things because everyone was like, "Oh, you're breaking out."
Yeah. Well, your activation is low enough, but then underneath the advanced options, you probably have automatic voice gain on. That'll help.
Options, capture, voice activation detection is really low.
That's good.
Okay, and then advanced options.
Yeah.
Nope, automatic voice gain control is off.
Turn that on.
Apply. How about now? Do I feel good?
Nah, you're still kind of low.
What the fuck? All right, hold on. I'm gonna do this. Recording devices. I'll do
Yeah,
it
it's probably under your settings.
I'll do it on my microphone.
There you go. It got louder.
Microphone boost.
Whoa. Yeah, there you go.
Hello.
There you are.
Nailed it.
All right. Yeah, I updated mine too.
I have the real Illifarn ring. I want to use it.
The real Illifarn. Oh my God. There's a fake.
So
There's a real.
The first one we got was like an Illifarn ring that was supposed to control the undead, and it worked. Like they all froze in place. And then when we were in this tower fighting the dragon, when you came along, we got this second ring that was supposed to be the same as what I had. And so I had like 2 Illifarn rings. But when I gave one of them to Palindor just now and he tried to use it, it fucked up. But I have the real one on my person right now.
So you're pretty sure that the one he got is fake?
It may not be fake. It just may not do what the original Illifarn ring does.
Ooh, piece of shit.
It's really big. It's a big ring. I mean, that's what we know about that.
Maybe it doesn't work because it doesn't fit.
I mean, there's that too.
Possible. Oh yeah, let me get a drink real quick. I'll be back.
Hello.
Hello.
Wait. But you gave me the big ring, correct?
Yep.
You're saying you think that that's not the real one?
No, I think when I tried to identify it, it was identified as another Illifarn ring, but I think it was misidentified. I think it has other magical properties that are not Illifarn, and I have the original one on my fingers right now because I saved it. I bet if I roll in there and I yell Illifarn, I bet they all stand still.
Well, I say that may be a good idea.
I'm gagging to do that. I just want to make sure I'm not pushing my luck on my turns.
Since you rolled a natural 20, Palandor, you and Peck have a conjoined sort of initiative, but you both collectively got to just open this whole thing up. So when we resume, it'll be your turn.
So don't fuck up, or you're gonna get a pass.
Thanks for the heads up.
You're welcome. Just trying to look out for you. I love how you have a halo above yourself right now, like Palandor would have.
I know.
Yep, it's just that halo.
The most disconcerting thing to me is to see random dice roll that I can't see the values of.
That was me ripping the ring off of little baby Bjorn, fucking taking my ring back. What? Stop rolling those.
Huh?
Don't do those anymore.
Huh?
Or I'm gonna have to... Jeff's back.
Are these ogres considered humanoids?
The ones in front of you? Mm-hmm. You would classify them as undead based off of your recent prayers.
I hate the undead. They're real pieces of shit.
I hate snakes.
They're just dead people, Palandor. What the fuck?
I'm sorry. The order of my decree declares that they must all perish.
What if I bring you back from the dead? You'll be undead. Mind blown.
Not true.
Is anybody not back yet?
I think we're all here.
Jeremy, you good, bro?
I don't think he's good yet, but he will be. Once those headphones pop on.
Yeah. Oh,
He's
okay. All right. Palandor.
Yeah, the light of Lathandir.
This large undead ogre stands guard in front of you, muscles flexed, glaring straight at you and Peck.
I mean, all reason abandons Palandor. He's undead, and he's filled with this righteous vengeance that flows through his every vein. And he immediately, if I switch Baby Bjorn style here, is that part of an action, or what is that considered?
I give that to you as a bonus action.
All right, yep. Baby Bjorn goes to the back. Crank that music. Yeah.
Okay. Peck, right, just as you finish fire, the smoke from your gun just creates this smoke ring around you as you just spin behind Palandor.
And Palandor screams, "Lathandir's light!" and just smites the guy.
The moment as your foot steps forward onto the next row of tiles, this thing immediately just comes to life and just sort of just steps towards you, weapon drawn to meet you midway. You get there first.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Feeling really good about that. That is...
Wow.
I think it...
Oh.
Peck, you don't need to roll initiative. Palandor rolled a 20 and you're being carried by him. You started the whole thing off. So yeah, you got a 28? Is that what I'm seeing there?
Is that
Yeah.
high? Is that a high roll?
That's a pretty high roll. You just slash and slice into this dead, hunking ogre of meat. Roll damage as your blade just cuts into it. What? Holy shit.
And game over. We win.
Okay.
Dragons.
You slice. Rise! And he looks down at you.
Never what you want to hear.
I love this music.
Peck, you notice a small rat sort of watching near the door to the north.
I knew that rat. Fucking look. That rat is on the. It's on the fucking table.
What?
On the combat tracker. Look at.
What does that mean? What's a combat tracker?
It's that thing we used to cheat.
Finishing its swing that you sort of intercepted with your own, this thing raises its large, sort of old-looking morning star, and it slashes down at you. But its momentum is so thrown off by your cutting blow that it just completely misses. Hush and Dr. Rhombus, what are you guys doing? Oh, we can hold. You can take a
I'm plugging in a keyboard.
Okay.
Hmm.
What would you like to
Shit
do?
got real.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm going to. Are the guards or whatever, like when he said rise, are the other guys getting up as a result? or-
You hear the sliding sort of stone on stone sound sort of starting to happen.
Do I have a clear shot of the big one, or am I gonna hit Pekka and Condor?
You pretty decent shot.
You feel
Pretty
confident.
decent.
Yeah.
Just looking at Blade Ward here.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go. I'm gonna buff. I'm gonna play support for a second.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast. I'm gonna run up to Tech. No, I'm gonna run up to Palandor. Oh, it's 40 feet. Shit.
You get close enough.
I got a touch though.
That's
I
fine.
want to cast. I want to touch guidance.
I give it to
on,
you.
On Palandor. Once before the spell ends, the target can roll a D4. Oh, that doesn't help you at all. Oh, it's ability scores. Damn it. Never mind. I'm back where I am. I'm Eldritch Blasting.
Okay.
The beanbag.
Beanbag
Release
gun.
it.
Give him
I'm
the
gonna
beanbag.
I'm gonna hit big boy.
Knock him back.
All right. You're targeting the ogre guy.
The undead one.
Yeah. Go ahead and roll to hit,
What
please.
happened?
The music died down because you're gonna fail.
Yeah. Use the little dice thingy
I am.
on your action sheet.
Oh, whoops. Back.
Surprisingly, you find the ogre easy to hit as your Eldritch Blast rakes into the thing. Were you trying to use all of your abilities with that, including like the knockback?
You have to pay something.
Well, I mean, it's like you can basically decide if you want to use the
Oh, yeah.
knockback.
Okay, I want to knock him back.
Okay. So this thing gets blasted from Hush and slams back against the sarcophagus in front of you, Palandor.
Is it like? How does it lay on top of it? Is it on top of it or next to it? Or?
No, I mean it's just kind of just got staggered back into it and just kind of like.
Would it hinder anything coming out of it?
No, it's not enough that it like really covered the thing.
Ooh, very perceptive.
And just for simplicity for me, since not everyone does it, don't you don't have to target things anymore. Just tell me who you're attacking, and I'll just do the math on the sheet. It's easier
Oh,
for
you
me.
don't?
Yeah, just don't do. Yeah, don't do it. Worry about it anymore.
So what do I just like click off it? Oh no, you can't even select them anymore.
Well, I cleared it, so it's fine for now.
Oh,
But yeah,
okay.
just you can do your rolls like naked in the chat or whatever, and then just I'll
Okay.
see it.
Naked rolls.
Naked. Is Dr. Rhombus just like permanently flying near you? Like, how are you commanding him?
Oh yeah. I think I'm. Yeah, he's always flying near me. Can he get a shot off?
He does have this mechanical bow. He seems to like.
Does he have any other abilities other than the bow that I should know about?
He was sort of showing you like this fisticuffs sort of.
Do it.
Terrible. Yeah, I'm gonna have Rhombus. I might as well do something. I go fire, Rhombus, fire.
He kind of flits in front of everybody and hovers near the bear. Go ahead and roll. Do you have access to his attack roll thing?
Oh, this is Rhombus music.
Roll a d20. I'll just add the bonus. It's fine. I might set him up as like a normal character sheet or
Oh
something.
my god.
Holy!
Rhombus!
With like perfect perception, he kind of just like just hovers like a drone above Brugark and just and fires like this beautiful shot at the sort of undead ogre. Roll a d6 for damage. Does 7 points of damage.
I
To the
scream.
ogre.
I'm clapping my hands and I'm screaming, Algebra, Algebra.
He immediately like puts the bow back over his quadrone body and returns to where you last commanded him to hover.
I in the air with my finger.
Crawling out from the sarcophagus right here is a skeleton. Oops. Sorry, one second. I just.
I want to respond with Illifarn, Illifarn.
And it just kind of crawls towards you.
Damn.
You realize that it has no legs. It's just a rib cage being pulled by arms on the ground. And it gets
Ring
like.
says made in China on the inside. This shit doesn't even work.
Rakes a hand at you, and it just sort of clinks against your armor, doing nothing.
I want to step on his hand.
You do. Just like a crunching sound. Ace, what are you doing?
Ace kind of like runs for. I get 30, right?
You do?
jump?
Yeah, you got 15 more.
Can I like jump over the thingy that everyone was?
Yeah. Go for it. give you-
She
you
looks
right
forward
there.
and she sees the zombie that's at the feet of Palandor, and she kind of snickers like, and then she looks at like the ogre zombie and she yells, "Illifarn!"
You don't really get a sense of any kind of change in anything or anyone.
She yells, "Maker, damn it!" Do
Would you
I
like to
get
do anything?
anything else, or is that it?
You've only taken a move action. I mean, speaking's pretty free within reason, so yeah, you still have a full action.
Ace would like to. So am I allowed to convert like level 3 spells into level 2? Is that a thing?
Only so, if it says it in the description, some spells can do that. Yeah.
I'm confident I'm not able to do that. I am going to cast nothing
Mhm,
and just chill out and be like, go get him, Palandor.
All right. Sildar advances into the room. And the dead. Just slams his sword down into the ribs of the half skeleton on the ground. No problem. And he just immediately smashes through the skeleton that's sort of crawled up to Palindor here, and he does quite a bit of damage.
Thank you, Sildar.
He damn near smashes it so that the thing is barely functional. Like, most of one side of it, like the ribs and the skeletal arm, have just been sort of completely detached. It's still animated, but very, very non-functional. Brugark, what are you doing?
Bear attack.
Okay.
Close the gap.
Seal the
Yeah.
deal.
Boom. With the bite. And then I with the claw.
With the bite and the
Crap.
claw.
Yeah. Do I hit with the bite?
You do. Alright, sorry, you're going for the ogre, right?
Yep. The big one. I
Yeah.
got my target set.
Okay. Oh, and I was saying,
Well, I hit with-
don't use the target system anymore. I was having issues with it.
Oh,
You just
okay.
don't. That's fine.
I hit
So
with both?
both hit.
Shit, yeah. That's the bite.
Okay.
And here's the claw.
Oh yeah, give it to
19.
him.
Damn, yeah, you just start raking and ripping just hunks of this dead, noxious flesh that you've been smelling off of the thing. 19
Don't eat
points
it,
of
Brugark.
damage. He's starting to look pretty ripped up at this point. Another skeleton crawls out from the same crypt. This one, or the same sarcophagus. This one fully intact, and immediately goes for the bear. Holding a rusted sword, it slashes at you, and just manages to cut through your thick hide. You take 8 points of damage.
Oh, what's his
Two of them sort of. You don't feel the full force of the blow as this sort of shimmering shield Palindor gave you sort of vanishes beneath the attack, but it does sort of strike through, still doing 6 points of damage. Another skeleton to the north sort of crawls out, has a hard time getting through the grinding stone pushing its way out, and kind of ends its turn there. The halfling, we must quickly dispatch all of these creatures. And he kind of just sort of prances and jumps in, leaps past Palindor, and stabs down onto the skeleton that's just cut Brugark.
No.
Hits it quite easily, and completely crushes it in one fell swoop.
Damn.
The holy pointers. What's happening, Ace? Are you okay?
I'm making
Measuring?
calculations.
Making measurement? Okay, sorry, that's fine. The ogre to the north shifts and sort of blocks this passageway to the northeast where there's a door, but does not move any further than that. And it's with that that we go back to the top of the order to Peck and Palindor. What would you like to do? Some of these skeletons have risen and stepped forth. You kind of hear noise from this sarcophagus, as clearly there's something inside. The other one across from it's just crawled out, and the half-ogre to the north is sort of standing its ground.
Can either of us go first?
It doesn't matter who, yeah. You can decide.
Okay. Palindor, realizing that Peck is on his back, makes an observation that perhaps Peck is not in the best angle, so he jumps ahead, attacks the ogre, pointing his back in the direction of these guys.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah. I'm gonna attack.
You may initiate the attack.
Oh, that's a nat 1.
Oh no!
At one.
Nat 1, boys.
It's bound to happen. Sorry, Peck.
You go sort of spinning Peck behind you and slashing down at the ogre, and just trip over the rattled, broken bits of bone from the skeleton that Sologlyph had just crushed, and you go sort of slipping and sliding, and you end up stabbing into the stone wall, hearing almost an audible popping sound in your shoulder as you come crashing over the edge of the sarcophagus and basically just fall down face first into it, leaving Peck just like looking up on your back out from the sarcophagus.
That's fair.
Peck, with disadvantage, you may make an attack or do something else. Peck?
Can't hear you.
Oh. Microphone fix.
Oh, there you
Oh,
are.
there he is.
God damn it. Well, shit. I was wondering why questions weren't getting answered.
Ah.
Sorry, dude.
Do I feel like closing the lid on the sarcophagus would be advantageous?
I mean, can
Can
I
I-
use my bonus action to negate his disadvantage?
Or
Because I
how
have a
helpful-
bonus attack action, and I will.
No, sorry.
how healthy is the ogre?
The color system's pretty accurate. It looks like he's kind of like half health.
Oh yeah.
Um,
I'm gonna close that lid really quickly just to as a shield.
Okay. You can.
In hopes that Palandor can take the time to get up again.
User disconnected
Make a
from your
strength
channel.
check for me.
We lose Jeff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
like
knew
an hour
it.
ago.
I knew it was gonna happen well before we started.
Did he say he was going?
No, but
No, but he did drink a lot, and he has to get up
Kicked his
early.
feet up. Yep.
He did with his eyes.
He did have like 3 to 4 large margaritas. Frozen. You're able to wiggle and sort of leverage enough of the lid closed that you can kind of still see out like a crack, but you pretty much have total coverage inside here at the moment. Still watching to the north, you kind of hear like this skittering noise as the rat sort of scurries under another sort of crack in a wood door and disappears into the northern corridor. The ogre zombie goes to slash at Palandor and then just kind of like immediately turns towards the halfling and swings at Sologlyph and hits. Halfling takes 18 points of damage, but looks pretty damn healthy.
Damn.
Hush.
Well. My boys is in trouble. I know what I'm gonna do.
Dr. Rhombus.
Rhombus! I'm gonna take my 30 to here.
Okay.
Back of the room, we got a big boy, and we got another tiny boy, right?
Correct. And just as you are entering, you see one other skeleton has just sort of pushed free the lid of the sarcophagus and is crawling out.
Trying to draw.
Oh shit.
Trying to draw.
Mm-hmm.
Is it middle mouse? Fuck.
What are you trying to do?
Left and
I think
right.
it's
Just
right.
draw on the map.
Right.
Oh yeah, left and right mouse button together, and then you can also hold like modifiers, Control, Alt, or Shift.
Okay. Control. Okay.
You're going for that 20-foot radius. I know what you're doing.
Got. Okay.
Already
Here.
drawn out.
I kind of want to.
That's
Hmm.
gonna be my cloud of daggers.
Oh.
Ooh.
Okay.
It instantly casts.
Okay.
I'm walking that.
There is no need to.
And you
attack.
can maintain the cloud of daggers for up to a minute if you can continue your concentration.
You fill the air spinning with daggers in a cube 5 feet on each side. Oh, whoops.
10-foot radius.
And this is automatically a 3rd level warlock spell, so it's 64 slashing damage.
Holy shit.
I'm not that guy. Okay, so that's a. Oh, that's
Shift,
it.
10
shift,
feet, right?
shift, and right click. Yeah.
That's a tiny. That's a tiny cube.
5-foot cube on each. Wait.
No,
Size.
it's 10.
Fi-
It's 5 foot on
And a
each
cube
side. It's
5
10
foot on each side, centered on the point you choose.
It's
Well,
10 feet.
5 foot on each side is still 5 feet, right?
Centered on each side of
Yeah.
the point you choose, so it should
Yeah.
be this 15.
There's gonna be
What?
Yeah, there you
Your
go.
math is totally fucked. It's 10
Look at-
feet.
It
Well,
says you
why
pick
I'm
a you pick
middle
a cube. Wait, the cube and a
Five
Fill
cube.
the
feet.
air is...
5 foot on each side is 5 times 2. It's 10 feet.
Wait, how do you figure? 10 each side. What?
5 on each side.
There's 6 sides of a cube.
Oh my god.
You fill the air with spinning daggers in a cube, 5
It's a
feet
10
each. Oh, it's just a it is just a cube, like a 5
It's
by
10
5.
It's a 10 foot by 10
No, it's a 5 by 5. It's just very poorly worded.
Yeah,
You fill a cube that's 5 foot on each side. So the cube is so like in height,
Oh,
width.
okay. Yeah,
It's
that's
very
poorly
shit.
worded.
It's very
Yeah.
poorly worded. So
That's
it is
poorly worded.
it is literally just one square.
Oh, that's the worst ever.
Ah, man. I thought that
Aw.
was way cooler.
but you know what?
Well, I mean that half ogre does take 4 squares, and has not
Uh,
moved.
Cast it on his head.
Yeah,
That's
I'll put the
my
cube
that's my
around his
generous
head.
DM thing. Okay.
No, cast it on his balls.
That's my
Yeah.
tip for the day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna call this one the scrotum grinder.
So you're gonna put it right there.
Yeah, I'll put it right on his head.
Okay. Well, he
no,
was
no,
like
I'll
he's
put it like
standing right
in
here.
his chest, basically, so that something else could potentially walk through it.
All right. Can you draw it just so I have the area marked?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Maybe like.
I don't know.
I will
5 foot
move
on
him
each
aside.
Ah, dude, I can't even.
So you want it like right there? Ah, I had it.
Yeah.
It's too
Yeah.
small.
Just draw
It's
it and
too
I'll
small.
move it.
Make it bigger.
There you
There.
go. Okay. Right there.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Whatever.
great. We did it. All right, so just a small storm of daggers just spinning and stabbing in that area appears.
It's a healthy
Yeah.
size of daggers.
So if a creature starts its turn there and has not moved, it takes the damage, or if it moves into it, it immediately takes the damage. And that'll be 6d4 slashing damage. Beautiful. Dr.
No,
Rhombus.
it'll be. It's a 3rd level spell. The damage increases 2d4 for each slot above. Oh, okay, you're right. 64.
Dr. Rhombus flies in next to you. Just that same old sort of flittering, hovering sound. Is there anything you'd like him to do?
My boy! Help our compatriots! Fire, my lovely Rhombus! I'm gonna hit Skeleton 34 with Dr. Rhombus's
Okay.
arrow.
Can you go ahead and roll
12.
that d20 again?
Yeah, I just did.
Second time.
Oh, again.
Yeah, he's kind of prone, so I think range attacks have disadvantage on prone creatures.
Ugh.
Okay. Dr. Rhombus fires and sort of seems disappointed with himself as he puts the bow
Your
mechanically.
algebra has failed you, Rhombus, you cad.
That same skeleton reaches like its one still working clawed arm towards Sildar and manages to actually just pierce through his chainmail with its skeletal finger and does a tiny amount of damage. So, Sildar, where are you? Ace.
Ace rolls into the. She does like a forward flip into the room.
Okay. Nailed
Yes,
it.
perfect. And she targets skeleton 34, the one
Okay.
closest to Sildar.
All
And
right.
she casts magic missile, level 1, one magic missile.
Okay. Please, it's an automatic hit, so just go ahead and roll the damage.
Magic missile. Oh my, all my shit's gone now.
Yeah, you gotta do it from your sheet. Ever since the rebuild, you
From
can
my
you can you can make new buttons from it, but you have to pull them from
I'm
your sheet.
looking at my character sheet and it says, oh,
Yeah, magic missile, the little flame icon. Should
yeah,
give you
totally.
the dice.
Nailed it.
There you go. All right, so that's 2 times 3, 6 points of damage to the prone skeleton as your magical blast just completely removes its animation from the body.
And now the
and now-
insidious real reason why she did that.
Uh-huh. Yep.
What do I get?
Okay. You immediately feel quickened, like you could take in another action all over again.
Oh my god! Right now?
Right, immediately, now and only now. There's
There's
this surge of magic coursing through you.
Immediately targets
God.
Ogre 37,
Uh-huh.
and she does the same thing. She magic missiles.
Okay. Level 1.
Yep, level 1.
Roll damage. So 9 points of damage to the
Immediately does
large
the same
ogre.
deal
Uh-huh.
Again.
The magic still courses through you, but you manage
I
to
control it.
quell the surging.
His cackles.
Stepping towards the halfling with this rusted axe, this skeleton slashes and pierces, or slashes into Sologlyph here for 7 points of damage. Kind of lets out like, ah! Sildar steps to flank the skeleton, swings his longsword, completely misses. Well, damned! Brugark, what are you doing?
I'm just going in. Just fucking Bite and claw. Bite! Claw!
Wait a minute, it says 20 on the dice.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. The board's the final call. So
God damn it.
the bite
Bite.
you bite hits, the claw goes wide, scraping against the stone. It takes 6 points of damage. It's starting to look pretty haggard.
That's all I can do.
Flanking Sildar is the other skeleton, and this one is just attacking with its clawed hands. Both of them sort of reach and scrape at Sildar. The first one just sort of clinks against the chainmail. The other one gets its arm through an opening in the mail on the front and just rakes through his neck.
Oh, uh-oh.
He takes only 5 points of damage, but he lets out this like, ah! It's burning!
Just a black wound.
The halfling, looking pretty pissed off, immediately rakes back with its own hand, and you can kind of see for a second, Peck, maybe you're kind of seeing this through the cracked sarcophagus, but it looked like his hand almost changed into this like clawed, taloned hand as it raked at the skeleton, and just completely obliterates it for 17 points of damage. He kind of lets out this. And there's just a little bit of a smoke kind of coming out from his mouth. The ogre zombie to the north hasn't moved. Says, "You will not." And just the daggers start stabbing into him, one after another. Roll
Yes, hush.
that damage.
Him damned.
Cloud of
Damn it,
64.
What?
So- You can right-click to add more d4s to your hand.
Oh, wait, is it 64? Okay.
I think. Let me just-
Wow.
I thought so.
That's a colossal amount of damage.
Yeah, 64. So you can drag the d4 and then just start right-clicking until you've got 6 of them.
Aw,
Alright, 12 out
12
of
points of
64.
damage. Okay.
Nailed it.
balls.
Okay, hold on a second.
Balls, I shout out.
It takes a step backward as if it's trying to avoid the cloud of daggers, not being smart enough to realize that it's still within the cloud. It takes another 64 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This is one stupid undead ogre. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Come on, better than 12.
Oh,
Looking just like a not 1,000 paper cuts, but maybe like 12 of them. This thing's bleeding from all sorts of tiny spots as it's finally backed up and pressed itself against the door. Shall not pass.
How did you even do that? What's the probability?
Probably pretty high.
Captain Peck and Palandor, from within the sarcophagus, you kind of hear bones rattling on the ground, half-living ogres crying out in pain. Your allies also sounding a bit wounded. What would you like to do?
I want to stay in the sarcophagus and shoot things from out of it.
Okay. Well, you
getting
may
out of the
take
Baby Bjorn.
the lead. Oh, it's getting out. Okay.
Now, Baby Bjorn, I'm hiding in here.
Okay.
He crawls out.
All right.
Yeah. Which?
You're staying in, right?
Yeah.
Out of the Bjorn, but in the sarcophagus. Okay. So.
Yep. Because you said I could see through the cracks.
Yeah,
Can I fit my
yep.
gun barrel through the cracks?
Sure. Yeah.
Which the zombie 37 and 3, which one looks more affected or more damaged? Can I tell?
Yeah. So you see the red dot in the corner?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's like a
Yeah,
visual
okay.
representation of how beat up they are. So the one below you looks damn near dead, and the one up there looks half dead
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the half
for a
dead
zombie.
one.
Okay.
Hit zombie 3.
Mm-hmm.
I say we shall pass. All right. Can I
Roll to
stealth
attack.
now?
Well, you don't even need to. I mean, you basically are stealth as far as he's concerned.
Need stealth attack.
Yeah. So you can add sneak attack.
Sneak attack. That's what I was
Roll to hit. That'll definitely hit.
Roll 87 dice.
Dude, that's the dice I wanted to see.
Yeah. Well, you have to have the sneak attack dice. They add so many of them. And if you
Big
crit,
Do it right.
crit, you double all of the dice you roll
Yeah,
in terms of
that's why.
quantity. Yeah. All right. So anyway, you do 14 points of damage as your gun blasts out from the sarcophagus. He is looking more and more injured between the dagger storm and the black spot. Palandor.
So the stone's on top of us, right?
Yeah, you're kind of like you're on your back, still kind of catching your breath. There's like a crack of light from the candles in the room, kind of coming through.
Yeah, I'm pushing it off.
Okay. Like forward or like
No, I'm-
angling it and just getting out.
Like the idea is, I want to push it this direction, like enough for me to be able to like move my body out, but the fact that Peck would still be like half covered because it would be at an angle.
So yeah, you're just kind of like rotating it and stepping out.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
And then I'm gonna jump down and stab the ogre.
In the corner here.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Roll to hit.
Death comes to us all, friend.
You could do it.
There's the other end of that pendulum.
Yep.
Yeah.
Roll the 1 for death.
I get another attack.
You do.
I don't know if that.
You do. And
Is
in
that
fact,
just 11.
that is just 11. But you have stabbed through this thing so perfectly that you have advantage on your next attack.
I'll cut his nipples off. Repeat.
I don't slice things on the.
Yep, that'll hit.
Slice his nipples, both of them.
I want to just cut its head off.
So 21 points of damage. Yeah, you've cut its fucking head off in however way you'd like to describe for us.
Like his
Oh,
upper head or his lower
it's definitely a stab straight downwards, and then he just turns it, and you just watch the head. Just watch it like, pop off.
He falls to the ground once more, lifeless and dead. You notice for a moment, like it's almost like the sinew and bits of guts that connected its neck and its shoulders, like are almost reaching out to each other and trying to reconnect. But you've cleaved through this thing so perfectly that they are unable to.
I grab its head and I throw it down the hallway. Anyways.
Towards Ace.
Yeah, like past you. I want it to roll past you, just
I'm
like
just
a
gonna,
dead eye.
I'm just gonna make this tiny and roll it over there.
That's his head.
Yeah, that's its head.
Okay, that'll work. Hush. a decapitated, decaying ogre head comes rolling through the smashed stone doors. As you look in and
step on
see a skeleton
it.
flanking Sildar, and the ogre near your Bladestorm has sort of just anchored itself in front of the doors up there and has not moved since.
Wait, what is this ogre zombie 37? How'd that one get so close?
What?
What is the?
That's the head of the dead.
Oh, that's the head. Oh, I see. Gotcha.
Sorry, yeah. Style points.
All right, so I'm gonna just step in and Eldritch the zombie, the big one in the corner.
Okay.
Oh, you know. Oh, I know what I want to do.
Where'd the zombie head go?
I deleted it just for simplicity.
I'm gonna need that.
Well, that's fine.
Because I spent so much
Keep it in
time
your mind.
poring over my Modron manual
Uh-huh.
and learning about this new
Algebra.
language they call algebra.
Yeah.
I want to like bank my Eldritch Blast so that it slams the big guy in the back and pushes him back into
What
the
what
the
algorithm are you
dagger
gonna
class.
use? To
I'm gonna,
Was
I'm
that
gonna
an
use
entry
the
from
Fibonacci sequence.
an entry from Lord Pythagoras?
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
use the Pythagoras.
There was a section titled Theorem Lord Pythagoras.
And it's that GIF like from Goodwill Hunting where all the numbers are floating around my head right now. I'm, carry the 3.
Dr. Rhombus is sort of like adjusting you, drawing in the air. It's like no, put that there. And that
Actually, you know what I'm
goes-
gonna do? I'm gonna hold my hand out like a pistol, like this, and I'm gonna have Rhombus like rotate me into the exact position.
He's sort of like hovering and floating and like
Yeah.
almost like a scene in Ghost. You know, he's kind of like molding your hand.
Rhombus, you're Patrick Swayze. Let's do this.
He's steadying your hand.
The angle of arc equals the angle of dissonance.
All right, feeling locked on. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Watch, I fucking whiff it.
You did not understand algebra.
Rhombus, you'll be receiving a beating after this fight.
B is for beating Rhombus.
Rhombus, you beautiful bitch.
Okay, so the idea was to bank shot it behind the ogre.
Yeah, like skate it behind him, so
Uh-huh.
they're gonna blast him into
The Bladestorm.
the Bladestorm again.
Did you say skeet it behind him?
He did.
Skeet,
He
skeet.
did.
No, I didn't say skeet. I said
Roll
part of the
roll
algebra
roll the
language.
damage on the blast first. Okay.
here.
All right. Yeah, it's not the strongest blast, but it's an effective, forceful blast.
Yes.
As 8 points of damage skied into it at the perfect angle, just sort of sending it staggering, almost tripping over the sarcophagus back into the Bladestorm for 64 points of damage.
Oh my god.
Love it.
The DM questions.
Oh, come on, man.
Oh,
Yes. Wow, look at those.
What the hell?
Can't break that. Can't break that 13. That's the high score.
Lucky number 13.
In this playthrough of Bladestorm, you can't seem to beat the high score of 13. All right, but effective. Dr. Rhombus, having used all of his abilities to help you perfect that bank shot, is sort of just resting near you. Ace, what would you like to do?
Ace kind of tracks the head motion rolling by her, and she kind of squats down over it and swoops her skin cloak down over it and kind of kneels down.
Ooh, okay. Roll a percentage die for me.
Oh, I will.
Just
do
like your
that.
wild magic, basically.
I can do that. There,
Uh-huh.
boom.
Okay. As you see your skin kind of like reach out these almost like the black spider suit, you know, or like fucking Spawn or something. Like it reaches out with like these like fleshy, just weirdly shaped morphing tendrils, and they kind of latch on to the ripped up, cut up lower part of the head and connect with it and absorb it. And the head almost looks animated for a moment, as it then just gets completely consumed and wrapped up with the skin suit, and you kind of feel like this almost acidic burn as it dissolves and feeds the outfit you're wearing right now.
Sweet.
Um,
What I wanted.
as you do this, you kind of lose your train of thought for a moment, and the only thing you can really think about is flesh and how delicious flesh would taste. And while you're just barely managing to shake this thought from your mind, an image appears in front of you.
Ooh.
Oh
It's
shit.
like you just kind of shake your head like you never saw it.
Damn, it's like a beetle man.
Send me dollar or something like that.
Sildar spins around with his blade and slashes at the skeleton behind him pretty expertly, and doesn't do much damage, but knocks the thing back, sort of chipping a few bones from it. More
like Sildar.
of a defensive move. Skeleton 24. Brugark.
Skeleton 24. Bite. Claw.
Hit. Miss.
Nah. Okay, bite damage.
You always wanted a good bone to chew on. You rip some bones from like the pelvic thigh region out, sending it prone to the ground. And you're just deliciously gnawing at the bone. It's so good and so distracting that your claw completely misses from finishing this thing off. Its torso lashes at you with the rusted sword still in hand, hitting you. Clearly distracted by your new treat here. You take 8 points of damage and drop back into human form.
What? I only had 8 left. Fuck.
And
bear muttered
you
as
you feel a little bit of damage sort of crush through the shapeshift and into your normal form.
No.
Sologleph sort of steps in around you in this like weird sort of shape-shifting spectacle, and easily just smashes with a few stomps of his feet and destroys the skeleton.
Nice.
The ogre zombie thing steps back away from the blade storm, taking 64 points of damage.
Good
Hey.
lord.
Can you just use that all the time now?
It's only I think it started.
Doesn't
its turn
move very
there,
fast,
so.
but yeah.
Damage, please.
Come on, 13.
I bet he gets 11.
AC, you rolling?
No,
Jeremy.
What?
Jeremy
They
is
bait and
It just started its turn in the blade storm.
Oh, okay.
11. I bet no 10. He's getting 10. He's getting 10.
Oh!
Oh! Record high.
It's ticking up there.
With a slower, more defeated sounding voice, it steps back in front of the door and says, "Must protect."
Dude, you
What?
ruined
What
this
must
thing
you
with
protect?
Bladestorm.
Peck.
Well, that thing again.
Can he shoot it from there, or can I reach down and pick him up and move him closer?
He can hit it from there.
You hit it there last time, right?
Yeah, you're good.
I think Jeremy had a good question.
What was that?
What must you protect?
Oh, the gunshot went off.
Alright, it does not reply as the gunshot fires out from the sarcophagus to the west.
Sorry, dude.
Uh,
DM cackles.
roll sneak attack damage.
Oh,
Its body just drops down next to the fucking blade storm or whatever the hell it's called, and it's just like a thing getting hit by a blender over and over again. Thunk, 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 thunk. Its
Oh.
face is just slowly being completely mutilated as it lays there dead.
Ace's nose perks up as she smells the face decapitation.
Pounder,
Yeah.
you looking at the thing notice that the head that's slowly just being mutilated and chopped off kind of keeps reattaching and being chopped off again and again and again.
All right. Yeah.
You know what must be done, Palindor. And Ace winks to him.
Well, I guess I only have enough to move 30 feet, right?
We're not really in initiative right now. But
Yeah,
this
I'm
thing
gonna
is
come over
definitely
here.
not quite dead.
And I'm gonna stab it straight down in its neck
Okay.
Ace, not like
with my
kind of
sword.
nods her head in disappointment. You did not know what needed to be done.
Yeah. Yeah. almost like a wound being cauterized. You see that like once the head's completely severed, and the light from your blade dealing a little bit of radiant damage, which I failed to apply on your previous attacks. Sorry, but you did too.
But you did
Is that
it anyway.
because it was lit, or is that just because of the sword itself?
No, the sword itself deals 1d6 extra radiant damage to undead.
Ah. Okay.
And
Talk to
our
your god.
rings- our rings didn't do anything.
Anyway, as the radiant blade cuts through this head that's trying to reattach itself to the body, you kind of cauterize and completely separate it, and the life leaves.
I throw it through the blade storm towards Ace.
I'm peeing in a bottle right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Nothing but just completely just mutilated bits of flesh and bone come flying through the other side of it. What would you all like to do?
Is it totally dead? It's gone.
Yeah.
I dismissed the cloud of daggers.
Okay.
Ace kind of scampers over towards the corpse, and she once again like floods her cape down over it, and just kind of like leans down over it. So all you see is cape, and underneath you know there's a monster.
I yell at Sildar to grab my baby Bjorn. Grab Peck and bring him to my.
Before I get out of there, I wanted to see if I know we've already looted this room a while back, but I wanted to.
Yeah. No, just signs of recent dried blood. Ace, you notice Sologlyph looking at you very peculiar as you drape your cloak around this thing. Roll another percentage check for me.
I can do that if I can select my black dice here.
Yeah. Okay. So it takes a moment, but you all sort of see these strange sort of flesh-like tendrils coming out from around Ace's cloak, and a few moments pass, and you realize that like the blood of this ogre has sort of like bubbled with this acidic sort of sound and smell, and you can't tell if that's just the nature of this thing's death or if Ace's cloak had something to do with it.
I look over at Sologlyph and I say, "What are you looking at, fella gross?"
Okay. What would you all like to do?
Waiting for my baby Bjorn.
I'm going to Sildar. Sildar picked me up, and I was like in a crib, just like with my.
I mean, you can walk. It's just like you're.
No,
Like,
I'm getting ready to go
hobbled.
into the door.
I'm gonna now that
I'm
we're in the
hobbling
room
over.
and it's safe. I want to do like a perception, see if see if I can ascertain what this room was used for.
Okay. You're getting a very dark sense about the room. Go ahead and make a perception check. You're seeing signs of like recent sacrifice, and you get the impression that all of these things that you just fought were recently created. There was still a very strong sort of necromantic magic lingering about them as you engaged with them.
Recent sacrifice, like dried blood or something like
Yeah,
that?
there's signs of like dried blood, a bit of a struggle here and there. You can tell that the corpses of these ogres, while definitely foul, were only still foul because they really hadn't been preserved or anything, and they were recently,
Turned.
fresh turned rotted.
Someone was trying to protect their something. But what? The question is what?
Perhaps your newfound language could explain this.
Algebra.
It says here 2 plus 2 equals us.
The tomes tell me nothing of this.
I want to examine the door. It's directly to the east of me. Keyhole.
Okay. It appears to be locked at the moment.
I could pick it. Give it.
Yeah, I pick up a peck and I also present the key I presented earlier.
Or perhaps Hush could calculus through this?
As Poundor picks you up and hands you the key, it looks like a perfect fit to you, Peck.
Huh.
No tools
Well, then
needed.
I used the key, but I pretend like I had to pick it. Like you had me here, pal.
Oh, that looked really hard.
Yeah, it looks like he's working really hard, Poundor, but with his expert, crafty little hands, he's able to crack the door open.
I asked for the key back.
Okay. The door appears unlocked, still closed.
We slowly push it open.
Go to the back of Poundor. I'm in the back, baby Bjorn. BBB.
Ooh, triple B. Have we
As
examined...
it opens, as it creaks open, Lathandia's light guide me. What do I detect?
You detect nothing.
Okay, cool.
And you're cracking it open and looking in, or like just slowly
crack.
opening the entire thing?
Yeah, slow. It's very slow. Very slow.
Okay. Peck, go ahead and roll a sleight of hand check for me, since you were sort of leading the door mechanics here. With the fiddling and such, you did it very quietly. And as you sort of hear that beautiful clicking sound, and slowly start to push it open, you kind of hear the sounds of like people drinking, talking quietly, just sounding a bit agitated at times. There's clearly a decent number of people behind the door in front of you, but you've managed to work the door quietly enough that you could make your presence unknown.
Okay. Like I could get out of this Bjorn?
Well, like
You do it?
you could keep the door shut, or quietly open it more if you like.
Oh, okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I definitely want to quietly open it more.
Okay.
And do I hear this as well?
You're starting
this?
to, yeah.
I gesture at everybody. Like, broad. Hey, get over here.
Okay. Sildar and Felgalos kind of move into position a little bit. Brugark, you should have come to grips with your normal
I can't
form.
move myself.
My legs!
My legs.
I can move myself.
You should be able to like drag your token, right?
I cannot drag my token.
Is he role playing,
dude,
or is he?
that's
He's so
No,
good.
sorry, I'm not role playing. I
I
actually
was like,
can't
damn,
click
he's
and
good.
drag.
That's weird. Okay. Where would you like to move?
Yeah, no, just up, and actually next to Palandor.
Okay.
I go where the paladin goes.
All right, Peck. You feel so you've kind of seen what looks to be like a human in front of you, wearing dark clothing. You feel like if you were to open this door anymore, you'd be risking detection, but you could definitely try to do it quietly enough to avoid that. But the risk would be there.
Brown hole him.
I'm gonna take the risk.
Okay.
Old brown poker.
How
Brown
much are
poker.
you trying to open this door? What exactly are you doing?
Okay.
22 degrees.
Let's see. Well, they're all sitting around drinking and laughing. You said?
Well, I mean, it sounds like, there's people in there having a decent time. There was a couple sort of like grumbling voices, but
Okay. I want to push it open enough where I can survey the room to see if there. Yeah, just to survey the room to see where any nooks and crannies for us to.
okay. Make a perception check for me, please.
I'm gonna use my last lucky.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and try again.
Lucky it up.
Here we go.
Come on, my baby Bjorn.
Oh,
Ooh,
that'd do it.
That's real nice.
Rolling the ass.
You so as you sort of crack the door just a little bit, let me see here.
Oh, that's a man.
You see this guard,
penis.
this dark clothed guard moving towards this bars of the jail cell that you've sort of seen before to the south, and you hear this this dwarven voice kind of stifling back, clearly quite upset. And he's just, take me instead. I'm the one who knows, not my brother.
I whisper to Poundor, "Get ready for go time."
Palandor doesn't even need to hear that. He kicks the door open and stabs the guy right in his fucking back.
Oh
Now-
boy.
Is this a forward facing or backward facing Bjorn?
I wanted to get the back.
Yeah, his
So you're
back.
kind of pulling yourself around.
That's what I wanted to say. Like as he was kicking the door, I was trying to like crawl around, like use his momentum, like to leapfrog somehow.
Okay, yeah, you could kind of like pull yourself
Little
around.
sloth.
Okay. So stealth turns into brute force as Palandor just completely kicks through the door,
Oh my god.
and
just
just
screams.
stabs at the guard who's engaged in conversation with the dwarf. Roll to attack. Peck, being in here with a line of sight, you may also make a surprise attack
Hey, it's
With-
only
Okay,
people
with sneak attack, all that stuff.
Okay.
And actually, I think surprise attacks have advantage. Let me just double check.
God, can I get in on this?
Before Peck can scramble
If
around,
you've got something with range.
before
I
Peck
do.
can scramble around, like I grab his little baby Bjorn legs and I just pick him up like a shot put and I just launch him at a guy.
Okay. Which maybe throw me towards like
You're all in, Palandor.
ruffian
31 officer?
Ruffian, yeah.
I already threw him right at you. That's the guy I threw him at.
So
before
as
you
he
could
does
say
that-
anything.
I want to use my ability to use my rope and sleight of hands off Ruffian 23's arm to Officer 31's arm, so that when they're punching each other or punching or doing any kind of attacks, it just kind of
You said 20,
backfires
23 and 31?
yeah.
Okay. All right. So let's start with Palandor. So if they're surprised,
Allow me to make measurements, gentlemen. Oh, that's a good measurement.
okay.
Uh,
Don't kill people in the cells, Ace.
I'm not. I'm
You
perfectly positioned.
notice the dwarf speaking here is Gundren's brother Nundro, and in the cell next to him is Darren Eatermath, the keeper of the orchard and sort of friend of them, and Sister Grail lies in a cell to the north. You kick through the door and successfully slash at this guy below you for how much damage?
I also divine smite his ass back to the Stone
Okay,
Age.
go ahead and add that.
Divine smite. Let's see here. It's that. What do I roll? 2d8? 1d8?
Yeah, 2d8. Unless you're using a higher spell slot.
No, I'm just using my first
Yep.
spell slot.
So 2d8 then.
Um,
So 19 points of damage. Let me see. So you kick open the door, surprise you this guy, and almost one-shot this guy as you slash at him from behind. You kind of hear like one of the guys drinking on the bench, like wipes his mouth in like this sort of slow-mo surprise face. Fight like a man! And you damn near kill this guy in one fell swoop. As he goes staggering up against the bars, Nundro just takes this opportunity to grab him. Where's my brother? Peck, you go flying through the air as all this is happening.
Yeah.
Hold off on the diagrams until it's your turn, please. Thank you. What are you're trying to
Okay.
sort of
Ever
pull a
find
little
this?
trickery and
Yes.
sort of tie these guys together?
As I'm thrown, is there anything in the like it's just all everything's the same, but is there like anything in the air, like a chandelier or a lamp or anything like that?
Not in this room, although, I mean, the floorboards above you do look, like, rough enough that with, I don't know, a decent grapple, you might be able to, like, sort of, like, latch onto something up there.
So okay, never mind. I'm just gonna keep doing what I was doing. Time
Okay.
23, trying to 23 and 31.
Their eyes are completely fixed on the rampaging paladin, as you go sort of gliding through the air. What are you trying to do?
Okay.
Land
So,
and then do
I'm
some
gonna-
stuff, or...
I'm gonna kind of jump by 23's arm and tie his arm, and then I'm gonna use my dash, my dash to go under the table and tie it to 31's ankle. Officer 31.
Would it be like your hide?
Yeah, it's dash or hide. I guess.
Hide,
is-
yeah,
oh,
because dash is like a double move, so like, yeah,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
could totally, alright, so give me a sleight of hand. Real quick.
Okay.
Yep, okay. They appeared to have not noticed your presence at all as you disappear under the bench where these guys are drinking and have successfully tied their arms together.
Arm to ankle.
Yeah. Darren in the back here who appeared like half awake and he's clearly been beaten quite badly. Does all he can to stand up in the confusion, but it just seems a bit woozy. The nearly dead guy tries to rip free of the very strong, angry hands of the dwarf clutching at him from behind the bars right now. Fails to do so, and is being like just pulled tighter and tighter against the bars.
Can he breathe?
He's breathing. He's breathing. Brugark, if you want to do something from range, you may.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm going to Thorn Whip.
Oh,
I'm going
okay.
to Thorn Whip.
All of them.
Ruffian 3.
All right.
Ruffian 3 in the back.
That
Gross.
lashes through the room, but like just kind of sprawls out of control as this thing grows out from your arm.
Gross.
Completely misses him.
Dude, your
And
rolls are crazy. Like I see super high rolls for you, but then they roll really low.
oh,
Computers don't like, fuck you.
It
Yeah.
said 17 for me when I saw your roll just now.
well, don't worry about it. I failed to. That was the surprise round. Some of those guys that went shouldn't have totally gone, but that's fine. You kind of hear as you look up Palindor from this this barging in. Sister Garael kind of comes to the. Says, "You've come. We need to get Gundren and get out of here. We're all going to die. There's so many of them. There's." She kind of just gets this crazy look in her eye.
Of course we've come! Aid if you can!
Do we want to cliffhang right here or go a bit further? It's up to you guys. It's
Go a
getting
bit
late.
further.
I don't want to just kill everything in this room.
Yep.
Just about.
Yep.
JC?
Do it.
Well, I'm not gonna be the one person that says no.
Alright,
so-
alright, fuck it.
Do it.
She said she kind of like looks out, like she kind of almost faints a bit, and she's like, he's not who we thought he was. And like before she can finish what she's saying, the guy with the snake around his arm just reaches into the jail cell and starts choking her. Everyone roll initiative
What?
proper for a new encounter here.
That fucking asshole.
And you are free of each other, so you don't have conjoined initiatives anymore.
Dude, I rolled the exact same fucking number 2 times. in a row.
Amazing.
It's the third time you've rolled initiative with advantage. Maybe you should like
And
take a
every
pause.
time-
Take a pause.
Dude, every time it's done that, it's been really low. Every time. Curse my dice. Fitty.
I know. That guy already went. I used that up. You see the guy in the back who looked like he had just finished locking the cell behind him, and he kind of steps in towards Palindor with a short blade and tries to stab at you. You are too sharp about yourself right now. You completely get that shield up and block it. Brugark.
Oh, finally.
We're the
Let me
shit
try
in
again.
in this.
Well, those three, Peck, Palindor, and Brugark, who had line of sight and were in the doorway, basically had a surprise round. Sorry.
Fuck you. Just more thorn whips just going into
Just
the room.
vines just slashing
Not
and spinning
making
about the
any
room.
contact.
Looking crazy.
It's like silly string in there.
This guy, I'm assuming Ruffian 23 Peck has his left arm tied to this guy's right arm.
The officer's
Yeah.
ankle.
Oh,
Because
ankle.
they ducked under the table. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Where am I? Oh, I'm at the top. Okay.
All right. So the officer with the mug just sort of smashes it on the ground, sending ale and bits of glass around the paladin, and just steps forward, very, very forcefully, not realizing he's got his leg tied, and trips and falls, cutting himself on his own shattered bits of glass.
What the fuck?
This sort of yanked the guy behind him. Almost looks like he's got his arm between his legs, doing something inappropriate. Ace.
Ace kind of looks towards the party, towards Hush and Brugark and Dr. Rhombus, etc., and kind of spins around Wonder Woman-like, and she uses disguise self.
Okay.
And she disguises herself as a kind of younger Halia.
Halia?
Yeah, there you no, that's not her.
Well,
That's the guy on
I
his
can
face.
show you Halia, but I'm just sort of showing you the guys in the room.
Yeah, how she disguises herself as kind of like a younger Halia with like a boa constrictor around her neck that's like around both of her arms. Like it's kind of like draped over.
Okay.
And she kind of, yeah, that's not her either.
Nope.
And
I
she
am aware of that.
kind of walks into the room and presents herself. And she yells, "You fuckwits! What are you doing? Lower your guard." Yep, there you go. That's
All right.
the- That's the one.
So, taking on a younger appearance of Halia that you've sort of just met with. So
With
this
boa
what?
constrictor.
Yeah, with the boa constrictor. And sorry, this was disguise self level 1.
Yep.
Did you have any slots free, or did you already mark
I
it?
did. I just marked it off.
Okay. Go ahead and roll magic, wild magic.
Oh shit. Fuck. I didn't think about that. Come on, magic. Oh no. Please be something good.
Don't turn into a fireball. Please don't turn into a fireball. Happened
Interesting.
before.
I'm really big. I'm Pickle Rick, bitches.
So I'm gonna need you to make a saving throw.
On what?
I'll tell you in a second here. So you're thinking about this transformation magic so deeply that the wild magic inside of you almost surges out of control. Your skin suit almost reacts in response to it. Go ahead and make a... Sorry, I need to read this real quick. A wisdom saving throw.
I'm gonna use my thingy that lets me make a saving throw on my saving throw. My double saving throw. I don't know what the hell it is.
may turn on advantage in the bottom there and then roll a wisdom saving throw.
Thank you. We'll do that. Wisdom.
And you're gonna get the tides of chaos right back anyway, so it doesn't. I won't even mark it off.
Oh, come on, baby. No, that's not what I was looking for. Oh, wait, where's my wisdom? That was the highest?
It dropped to 3. You rolled a 3 and a 5. It shows you what you dropped. Yeah. Okay.
That's
So
not good.
So as you all see her, Brugark, Hush, your other allies behind you, you see her sort of stepping through the door frame, and she looks just like this younger boa constrictor Halia. And then it sort of flitters out of control, and the boa constrictor slithers and wraps around her neck, almost choking her, as she just completely poofs into the form of a sheep and starts baaing uncontrollably in the doorway.
I'm like, if I can, I want to like baa like fuck, fuck.
You have a sheep icon?
Oh no! Ah shit. Well, that backfired.
Polymorphed.
God.
Your disguised self spun out of control, and you completely polymorphed yourself into a sheep.
Plus 5 DM points for having that sheep ready.
Right?
Yeah, holy shit.
So what's the duration of disguised self?
I think it was like 10 minutes or some shit. I don't know. I'm not
1
sure.
hour. Awesome.
Oh,
30
cool,
seconds.
cool. All right, perfect. An hour. That's great.
You gotta be a black sheep though, because it's like
Can I be a black? Yeah, can I be a black sheep?
Hold
This would
on.
be very fitting.
So, yeah, I might as well just share this. You failed the saving throw. You turn into a sheep for the spell's duration, which is 1 hour.
Oh my God.
Can I speak,
Hold on.
or am I literally a sheep?
Let's find out, because I haven't had to deal with polymorph before. Okay. It lasts for the duration until you drop to 0 hit points or die.
Why did you say that like that was an option?
Sorry.
There's an option.
You could die.
All
Die?
of your statistics, including mental ability scores, are replaced by that of the chosen beast.
Take care of me, boys. milk me every once in a while.
Yeah.
Hold on. Let's do this.
Shear my.
it's an hour.
Shear my cloth. Take my wool. Ace would want her to be shorn completely.
No. We're gonna give you to the ogre.
Oh,
I am
man.
put a black sheep.
Busk really wants. We can't bring him.
Can I be a
Brugark the
ram?
bear.
Can I be
so
a ram at least, or am I
No.
a sheep?
You're
I'm
sheep.
just a oh my god.
It's official now.
All right, a black sheep.
It's like an armadillo.
So you assume the hit points of the new form, the mental capacity. You retain your alignment and personality. So I imagine you definitely like cackle and spit and kick on things a lot, like hack up all kinds of maybe poop
But I'm
on
retarded.
things.
I'm retarded.
You are very, very retarded. Yeah. You are limited to the actions that the creature itself in this form can perform. You cannot speak, cast spells, or take any other action that requires hands or speech. All of your gear completely melded into this new form, and you kind of felt like as one last action as this boa constrictor of Halia that you had taken just wrapped and choked you out, there was this shuddering pain from your skin suit itself, almost being completely agitated at being swallowed by this sheep form. As it got melded into it, something Brugark is quite familiar with in terms of how that works. You cannot use, wield, or otherwise benefit from any of your other equipment.
Alright, I know what I'll be doing from now on. Continue.
Okay. Wild magic, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
That worked out great. I could have saved you guys. By the way.
Fucking hell.
Sister Grail is kicking and screaming and gasping as this guy with the snake around his arm is just choking her as she was trying to shout things at you all. She is trying desperately to break free, and manages to kick him in the groin and back away, gasping on the wall. It says, Yarno's not dead! And he's not who we thought! Peck, what are you doing?
The sheep please towards Palindor.
Okay. Well, firstly, I double take because I think I just saw Ace turn into a sheep.
Yeah.
And that's some shit I've never seen.
I'm like jumping up and down, going like.
I think I'm gonna hold my action right now until some people engage.
Okay. That's fair. Hush.
Are people Wait, where am I? In the
Wait, did you
order?
skip me?
I did. No. Yeah, I did. Sorry. Brugark.
We're
Go
not
ahead.
friends with the Zentrum,
Yes.
right?
Ah,
Or we are?
As far as you know, you are not.
Thornwhip Zentarum officer.
I mean, well,
15.
you don't really. I mean,
Oh.
Hush, you don't really have any experience with them.
Okay.
You've heard of them a little bit when in your time in Neverwinter when you all got there. They seem to operate legit businesses, although they're suspected to have their hands in a lot of sort of dark corners.
And we know Sister Gorill's in the other room there?
You don't know that yet, no. I mean, you heard like that this is where the prisoners are. You were sure that she might be one of them.
Saw a sheep come flying out of that room.
Hooded friends! Did you not know about the undead ogres in the prior room?
Are you just shouting this out?
Is there a leader?
I don't know. As you sort of step in, Brugark, you are whipping at the
Oh, I don't step in. I do it from out here.
from out here. You're whipping at
That's
that
a
guy.
30-foot range. Yeah, and I pull the guy 10 feet closer to me.
Okay.
There's any way we
Like just
can go out?
across the table.
Yeah, it's just
Peck has to
sliding
jump out of the
across
way.
the bench above Peck there, or next to Peck. You do 4 points of damage and just whip and grab this guy and yank him forward as your vines
Yes.
finally succeed. He takes 4 points of damage. Hush. Sorry. You step in
I step in the
and
door.
assess the crew here.
Yeah.
Including a sheep.
Hooded friends!
You've
Never
never-
mind that sheep. That woman you just saw turn into a sheep. That was a mere parlor trick compared to the power we possess. Quick question, did you know this room was full of undead ogres?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the room, guys.
Yeah, they're kind of looking at you. One of the ones who was just getting tripped up looks out over the sheep and says, "You've killed our watchers, and now you've come for the prisoners, is it?"
No! We're not interested in the prisoners. They're terrible.
Very convincing.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage, because that was disadvantageous.
How do I roll? With
There's a little
disadvantage?
diss button in the bottom left.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, just do minus
Got
5.
dissed.
You got dissed, dog. You got dissed.
We are your friends.
Oh,
He's like, "You will not have the prisoners, and you will not leave here alive." And he's kind of steeling himself and looking more confident in the face of your poorly executed persuasion.
scorching ray through his face.
Okay.
Behold the
All right.
power of the fucking
Us.
darkness. I don't know.
Uh,
I'm gonna light up this room.
yeah, go ahead and roll to attack. The
Three
one.
rays of fire hurl at targets within my range. You can hurl them at one target or several. One
and
Zentrum
it's just this is
officer-
third level.
Yeah. Ruffian 23, Zentrum Officer 31, and Zentrum
You get
Officer
four. You get
15.
4 targets with your power level.
And he's prone, correct? The officer
Not
31.
not entirely prone, no.
You said he scraped his face on glass that he knocked on the ground.
Oh yeah. Sorry. 31. Yes.
Okay,
I had the
forget
guy. I
31
had the
then.
guy behind him talking. My bad.
Okay, I'll hit Thug 1 then, and I'll hit Ruffian 27.
Where's
Okay.
the door on the north side of this room here? Like the jail cell. Is there 2 of them?
Yeah, yes.
I gotta roll to hit, right? I
Uh,
think so.
Correct. Oh no, sorry, this is the door, Peck.
Oh.
Fuck.
Okay, the middle.
Imagine like the
Oh.
frame above the bars there.
Did you just catch me on fire?
I'd have.
Yep. Yeah,
I
you
have.
did.
Okay.
It's okay, it's only
So
2d6.
It's alright. There's a sheep in the way. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Hold
they're
on.
not flammable or nothing.
He
so
holds
each
stupendous
each
power,
each
fuck.
ray is kind of like a ranged attack. So roll the other 3.
Oh, alright.
And does he get advantage on one of them?
Fucking
Oh,
shit, man.
oh no.
That's
We're
We're
Alright.
getting blasted, boys.
Oh
And-
no!
No.
1, 2.
On the prone guy, you mean?
Yeah.
No, when a ranged attack has disadvantage on prone targets.
Those rolls are for real life.
A melee attack has advantage.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
Cool.
This sheep's gonna be fucking lamb chops.
I mean, you almost went 121.
So
That's true.
go ahead and roll the damage.
No.
4 times.
Together you rolled a
4 times?
d20.
Well, yeah. So like for each target.
Oh wait, I only rolled 3 attack rolls. There's 4 beams.
Yeah, there's 4 beams. Actually, no. I think you would only roll the damage once. That's my bad. It's the same damage for all of them, just like
Oh
another.
my
spell.
god.
What?
Hmm.
Oh wait, that said 4 on mine. But you got an 18.
You are
Yeah,
weird.
min maxing
All right.
the
So
shit.
119, 118. Okay.
Yeah. So 2d6.
Yeah. So just roll that once.
2d6.
Nice.
There's, I mean, that's fine. But
max
there's
again.
there's buttons on the action thing, like the
Oh,
little
whoops,
flame
sorry.
thing.
You want me to do it?
No, that's fine. I don't think there's no bonus. I was just checking if there was bonus damage on that. There's not. So, you said the 2 officers, right? As well as 2 other guys?
1 thug at the top there.
Okay.
The officer that's standing up right in front of me. The
Yep.
ruffian that's standing right in front of me.
Yep.
And the ruffian behind 22. The guy that's in the kind of the middle of the room.
Gotcha. Ace
It
and
sounds like-
Palindor, you both take a fire blast.
Oh, perfect.
Um,
Can it at least turn into 1982? Like, I'm expecting laser beams everywhere. Like,
yeah.
Pink.
Your sheep form dies immediately.
Oh, perfect.
Letting
Alright.
out
That's
like
good.
this bleeding, terrible sound. And the damage transfers over to your original form, transferring 4 points of damage to you. As you kind of like wake up gasping and sort of bucking like you're still a sheep, still not really used to the shift back abruptly here. Palindor, you take 8 points of damage. Actually, Ace,
Minus 3.
you only took 2 points of damage, Ace, because of your fire resistance. Palindor, you do not. It's a spell with fire fire damage, so I don't think you.
you took more damage
I don't
than a
negate the
sheep.
first 3 points of damage, which is what
Only
you told me.
you do for let's see, heavy armor mastery. It's only for like regular attacks.
Cool.
Next time I turn into a sheep, guys, just
Yeah,
fucking
bludgeoning,
blast me.
piercing, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage from non-magical sources.
Cool. Okay.
So Palindor, where art thou, Palindor? 12. You're up to 12 damage now. Cool. Dr. Rhombus, anything?
Yeah, I mean, he might as well take a shot. Let's see if he can shoot the guy that's on the ground, the 31.
Okay. He would be attacking with disadvantage, but that's well and good.
Because he's on the ground?
Yeah, prone targets from a far range are harder to hit.
Alright, well then forget it. I'll just do ruffian
Which one?
23, the bald guy
Alright.
kind of right in front of me.
Cool.
Yeah.
Roll a hit. That will work.
What is the damage? D4 or D6?
For his bow, it is 1d6 plus 2.
Or
4 points of damage as an arrow flying into him.
It's something.
Oops. There we go. Oh, this guy. So, attacking you from behind, Palandor, as this fire blast just hits you. Swinging, this guy picks up not one, but 2 swords, long sword and a short sword. The first one just connects with nothing but armor, but he sort of uses your sort of distracted state to stab his short sword into you a little bit. And you take 3 points of reduced damage. Sologlyph, sensing what's happening in here, just comes bounding up to the doorway in front of Hush and starts stabbing furiously at the
Stab.
at the prone guy here. Hits and hits and deals a lot of damage. 31, 27. Slashes him up quite a bit, and this guy is looking tough as fuck. Sildar tries to find a place to step in and says, "Oh, guard the other door."
Well played, Sildor.
Peck, were you still hiding under the bench?
Yeah. Yeah, I am still hiding under the bench.
Okay. This guy just kind of like jumps over it and goes to attack Palandor. Hits. And you take 3 more points of reduced damage.
I'm gonna move. Whatever it's.
Palandor, it's your turn.
Yeah,
As you find yourself getting more and
Can I-
more swarmed by Zentarm.
Yeah, Pekka, you gonna do something?
Can I jump in?
Oh,
Yeah,
you've been holding, yeah.
You've held
Yeah.
your turn.
Yep.
Before I want to shoot Thug 1.
Okay.
Now that everybody else is
Yep.
engaged. Alright, I'm gonna use big attack. And that's a good shot.
That's a real good shot. Thug 1. Go ahead and roll with sneak attack. Okay. 1 sec. And what else are you doing?
How does he look?
Okay, sorry, 1 second.
Depending on that, I might emerge.
Um,
Might surface.
oops, that's incorrect, sorry. He looks fairly bloodied, and staggers back against the jail cell, but is still quite conscious and with it.
Okay. Alright, then I'm going to try and I'm just gonna scurry this way to keep his attention away
Okay.
from Palandor.
Alright, Palandor, you?
Palandor is going to shield check the Officer 15 across the table so he lands on his back, and then follow up with a strike on Ruffian 3.
Okay. So, with your shield strike, I'm just gonna use like the equivalent of your, I thought we added a shield thing in here at one point, but I guess not. Let's just use the unarmed strike, basically. So you're kind of like doing like a bludgeoning bash with the shield.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and, I think, can I make that equipped? There we go. So it should be on your action tab now. You can roll off that. That is a hit. As you hear this splintering sound almost as your shield just bashes into the guy, catching him pretty off guard. That does 6 flat damage. But has the effect of just knocking him back, and he kind of tries to catch his balance as he's tripping over this thing.
Question. Because his foot is still tied and I knocked him over the table.
No, I think mine's on 23 and 31.
Yep, correct.
A different officer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yep, it's okay. He just manages to catch his balance, but ends up on the other side of the bench there.
Fuck.
That's your first attack.
And then I'm moving forward and hitting Ruffian 3 with a sword.
Okay, go ahead and it's a swing.
Come on, Lightbringer.
That is a miss, as you just barely missed connecting with the guy. Peck, you've caught this guy's attention.
I certainly feel like I have. Rightfully so.
He kind of like spits into the cell, and just like rubs at his like neck, and is like sort of cringing from like the groin kick he just received from Sister Grail. But raises like a mace at his side, and
Yep, sounds about right.
goes to swing at you not once but twice.
Oh.
Both hit.
Uh-oh.
And you take a combined total of 14 points of mace damage as you start to just get bashed one by the other with this mace. It says, "Our Lord will turn you into the new Guardians." He's kind of just laughing a little bit.
My body looks like. Yeah, okay, okay.
23 is having a hard time just sort of getting his arm free, and he's just sort of yanking his arm from between the legs of the guy in front of him a little bit.
Is the rope under the table?
No.
How was the rope tied? Because
yeah, I guess
it is under the table, isn't it?
Depends on what
Well,
side of the table they were
I
standing
imagine
sitting.
his arm was here and the guy was sitting there, and so like in front of the table, like it was not like wrapped around the leg of the table or anything.
I thought Peck went under the middle of the table. It's cool. I was just asking.
Yeah, I mean he did when he hid. I mean it would have been doable, but he didn't specify it. So, but he's yanking his arm. It's kind of like caught like underneath this guy's legs as he's sort of falling forward. Tries to cut himself free in sort of like a fury state here. Manages to do so, but takes most of his time before he finally like settles back down, weapon drawn at the ready. "You make a fool of me!" And he's just sort of like looking around the room, trying to figure out who the culprit is. This guy steps forward and says, "You all are quite bold coming down here, but we shall put you down one way or another. And if you'll not go peacefully, we will do as my friend says, kill you, and then bring you back." And he just kind of licks his lips a little bit. He kind of
Alendor just turns and looks at him and says, "Are you still talking?"
Nundro, leaning out from the bars at this very wounded guard who's against the railing, just finally gets his arm like out, and just you hear this crunching sound as he just braces his big burly dwarf arm, and an arm of a dwarf who's mined many caverns in search of the forge of spells with his brother, and you just hear this cracking sound. And this guy just falls and slumps to the ground. He says, he's like with his hoarse, tired voice, like, "They took Gundren. This dark force, evil mage, called himself Yarno. You've got to go find him. I don't fear it'll be too long before they get information out of him, alive or dead." Darren sort of steps forward. He's like, "Nundro's right. We must get there quickly. Quick, free us! Somebody free us!" That guy
Just take the keys off
is
that
dead.
Ruffian 27.
This guy goes over to Darren, who stepped towards the bars, and just goes to try to kick him right in the gut, and completely misses. Brugark, you're kind of seeing like this swarm unfold in front of you. What would you like to
Yup.
do?
I'll thorn whip this dude who looks super down. 31. Officer 31.
All right.
Thorn whip. Come on. Yes.
Go ahead and roll to hit again.
Oh, roll to hit again. All right.
It's a ranged attack on a prone target.
That's bullshit.
Sologlyph just immediately whips his head back as Thorny Vines. Did I just like break my mic? Oh, there we go. Thorny Vines kind of just latch into the back of his longer hair and just start pulling him back towards you, and you're almost hugging him as he comes flying towards you.
No.
He takes 5 points of damage.
God damn it.
Now's not the time for uncontrollable magic. And he kind of looks at you and Ace, who's still on the ground, kicking like a sheep.
Yay, but she's up.
Yeah.
Orange.
The prone guy tries to stand. With the rope cut free by his friend, manages to do so, and he manages to get a single attack off with his longsword. Turns and swings at Palandor, and connects for 5 points of reduced damage. Ace, you've come to. You are no longer a sheep.
Ace is not happy about this situation at all. She's had quite a long time to think about what she was gonna do. She yells into the room. Halia gives her regards. If you disarm yourselves and you follow us, we'll... And with that, the music kicked up. If you put down your weapons and you follow us, we will guarantee your safety and we'll give you a reward. And if you don't, we'll have to kill you.
Okay. You're just making just a general speech here.
Using the threat of Halia. Like we're with Halia. I could stop my friends. You guys need to put down your weapons and we'll reward you. If not, you're dead.
So this is like all a misunderstanding type speech.
Yep.
All right, roll a persuasion check.
I will do that. Oh, that's a save. I don't want that at all. I want my skills. Persuasion. There we go. Boop!
That's pretty good. You gotta start using your Tides of Chaos more if you want to. But anyway,
18, man. It's not
18 is good. This guy with the snake around his arm looks right at you. Even holds a hand out to you, an extension, to help you stand all the way up. What do you do?
I take his hand and I accept it and I stand up with him.
He pulls you up and he says, "You've put me in an interesting position. Your words ring with some level of truth, but I can't know for certain if you're trying to deceive me, and why you all came raging and storming through here, slicing through our guardians. How is it you've come this far and were unaware of the situation happening down here?"
We were tasked with taking these people back to our masters under reward of great wealth. And you would surely understand the meaning of wealth and reward.
Halia has decided to risk angering the mage and his new allies?
Halia may not necessarily understand the reward that we were offered. And if you were smart, you would listen to me and you could be rewarded as such.
He looks at you with, he's kind of like rubbing his chin. looking around the room.
We know rewards greater than what Halia could give you.
He kind of leans in as if he doesn't want the dwarf below you to hear. He says, "You put me at great risk, but you could take these prisoners and leave. The mage already has the other dwarf, and I'm not crossing that one."
Okay, tell you what, you give us these prisoners and we'll let you free, and then we won't have to talk about this at all.
Kind of looks around the room. Says, "Stand down, men. We're getting out of here." He looks at you and he says, "You may have this key. Me and my men leave here peacefully before you because we don't want to be around when he finds out. But you clearly bested us, killed many of us, and took my key.
And then
We all saw that, right, men?" And they're just kind of slowly nodding.
I give him a slow slap on the face, like the you were bested, like in jest.
Naughty boy.
The one that's got Peck pinned against the wall right now looks at you, Peck, and says, "Oh, I'm not leaving without a purse of gold for my troubles. Isn't that right?" And he's looking at you like...
I want to like roll my shoulder back and be like, "Oh, that was trouble." And then when I roll my shoulder, I want to do second wind.
Oh no.
Okay.
Crack it back into place.
Yeah. Alright, so go ahead and roll.
Yeah.
4 points of damage restored.
Ace takes 10 gold pieces out of her pocket and she tosses them towards Peck.
Okay, this guy goes to snatch them out of the
No,
air.
I want him. I grab him. I want him.
Nope,
I go
no,
for him too.
Okay, roll a dex check.
to go to
Just a
Peck.
straight
Okay,
dex,
okay.
just a dex roll.
Oh shit. Well, I
He
took a
also
lead.
rolled a 1 as the two of you high five, and the coins just dance and roll on the stone ground next to the both of you, and you both sort of look down at the coins and then back at each other at the same time, both of your hands still touching.
May this be a symbol of our union.
He looks like he's about to make a break and try to reach for the coins before you.
I'm
These-
doing it faster. I'm going for it. I'm going
Peck-
all in.
Peck,
Roll
Isn't he heavy pinned?
another dex check.
Oh.
This is so
they're
stupid.
for them anyway. I mean, come on.
I'll take those.
He manages to snatch one while you grab the others.
Peck, distribute these as you wish.
Enjoy
as-
that.
as
Enjoy
you
the
wish.
table scraps.
The guy next to Ace just says, "Just take the coin and come." He kind of just shouts over with this sort of air of superiority at the guy butting hands and heads with Peck. His men appear to be listening as they file in around you, and he sort of just folds the key into your hand, Ace. And they start to
you're-
very slowly try to move past you all.
As he does that, I say to him, "Your name, sir."
You don't need to know my name.
Palandor doesn't fully understand what's happening, so he just gets in the, you know, like how in football, like one player gets in the face of another one. He just gets right in the guy's face. You are a coward. You are a fool. Go on, run with your tail between your legs. Go on, listen to your master. It's right in his face and like grabs him by the shirt just a little bit and just like, pushes him off and says, "Go on."
Hex way back here and goes, "Yeah."
What he said.
They appear to be keeping their composure. Says the guy in front who was first speaking with the snake around. Says, "Come, men. We don't wish to take this any further. We must go. We must go speak with Halia immediately."
And then as they're leaving, say Ace says, "Tell them Ace sent you."
He kind of nods, and they start going. Nundro and Darren like no. Nundro looks and just says, "It's fine. It's fine." And he kind of tries to calm Darren down a little bit, but they eventually file out of the room.
I'm so dead.
We'll go ahead and pause it there.
Oh my god.
Diplomacy.
Boom! Negotiated.
Darren, Nundro, and Sister Grail, I assume you're releasing from their cells.
No, we're extorting them.
I keep them in there for a little bit longer.
Alendor lets him go.
Always doing the damn right thing.
God damn it.
That's why
So
you have a paladin in your group.
they come forward and they say, Sildar's come into the room at this point to everyone, I imagine, to hear what the hell happened. Sildar says that they had began looking into some of Glassstaff's records, contacts, asking around, and I believe we may have asked the wrong people. Before we knew it, contacts we thought we could trust had unveiled our location to this invading force. And we soon discovered Glassstaff, or Yarno as I knew him, a former ally, was not dead, as you had reported. And he was far more powerful than any of us had suspected. We watched as he killed defiant Zentarum ogres in front of us and then raised them from the dead once more. And he alone commanded some sort of alliance between all of these monstrous hordes. Whoever he's dealing with, he's bringing them here, and we need to flee. I don't think that we can face this force at the moment. Okay.
Well then.
Nundro's still kind of like coughing and wheezing. Says, "My brother.
Where is your brother?
This is our fault. They keep asking for the forge. They keep asking about it. We've unearthed it for them. It's what they've been after this whole time. The mage, Yarno, he's going to get his answers from my brother. He threatened to kill him and raise him as some sort of demented form of himself if he refused to answer, swearing that in life or death, the mage would have his answers. I don't know if we'll be able to save him in time.
Where is he?
They took him to somewhere. They went through the corridors to the west.
So they're here in the manor, I mean.
I believe
Correct?
so. Yes, they just left not long ago.
And why can't we save him?
You can
Too
try,
big, man.
but this... I've never seen a mage so powerful. He's...
Have you met our mages?
He's way above our level.
Sister Grail chimes in and says, "The dwarf is not wrong, brave paladin. This man Yarno, we thought he was weak. It seems he was just fooling us, disguising himself. The man has so many alliances, I don't know where his allegiances are. He was a member of the Lord's Alliance with Sildar. He was supposed to keep my town, Phandalin, safe, to be an emissary for the Alliance. we've discovered that it was he who led the Red Brands, who had slowly begun taking the town over. Apparently working for the Black Spider, who in turn was working with some mysterious woman named Imrith. But it seems Glassstaff Yarno, he knew that Nesnar, the Black Spider, was going to kill him once he found the forge for him. But he didn't care. He'd been planning a different alliance all along, something to do with these giants rampaging about, something to do with this dark elf house Zorlaren. She's trying to like say the word. Apparently Nesnar was a member of that house and betrayed them. No matter the case, Yarno has what he's after. He's got Gundren, and he's going to find the location of the forge, and for whatever reason, he and these giants and this force of orcs and ogres seek that above all else. She kind of just sighs and says, we can try to find him, but it's going to be risky, and we may already be too late.
Psych! We already dipped our toes in that forge. What?
Nundro just lets out this like and just goes running out the door. We're gonna put a pin in it there. I think so.
Ooh.
Hallandor slams his fists on the table, rising Sister Garel. So furious. I saved his brother. I will not let him die too.
Fundro and his brother Nundro and his other brother Fundro.
Ace exhales. She's been holding her breath in the whole time, and she shudders while she exhales.
Hush rips a 3-minute fart.
Somewhere echoing from the corridor to the south, you can hear the faint, supple sounds of an elf snoring.
The supple sounds.
You can almost reach out
Some
and touch
say
it.
he's still snoring.
Ace rips down the hallway towards the supple sounds. Just kidding, she stays there shut.
Yeah, alright. GG's.
GG's.
We did it. We did it. Guys, I negotiated it instead of casting Fireball that I was
God.
calculating the whole time.
I really wanted to cast Fireball.
You thought I was gonna Fireball, but I didn't do it.
What was the guy's name? The Dark Elf from the Dark Elf gang? What was the name of the... I could
Yarno?
She's having a hard time.
Oh, the house?
Yeah, the house name.
Zorlarian?
House Zorlaren?
Yeah. I wrote that down. You had a hard time pronouncing it.
Yep. Yeah,
prestidigitation.
she was saying that the Black Spider, Nesnar, was formerly a member of that house.
Not anymore. Not after I took his fucking face off.
This is a lot of... There's a lot of intricacies to the social network of this game right now.
You could say it's it's like a Black Spider's web, just
A lot of
weaving,
Gundros, a lot of
expanding.
Nundros.
a lot of Nundros.
What the heck?
It's like a Yarno's helmet.
There's a lot of moving pieces at the moment, and you seem to be smack dab in the middle of it, like almost like in the basement of it.
Fight for the prisoners. Now we know the prisoners. We knew all along there were prisoners.
Sildar led you to believe that he thought they were prisoners at the cliffhanger of the previous episode, while you were off just floating in castles, talking to giants,
Around, learning algebra.
Stick floating motherfucker.
and Uscalc.
I found this device. It's called a TI-86. I don't know what it does.
Dr. Rhombus was not a fan.
He is just a TI-86, yeah.
They have a game on here called Snake, and I am having a glorious time.
A magical snake skitters and crawls across the device.
Every time he gets the pellet, he gets longer.
What is this magic?
What is this magic?
Alright. Well, until next time.
We did it. We did it, guys.
Yep. Amazing.
No one's
Thanks,
dead.
gents.
You did it.
Thanks,
Alright.
my lords, my ladies. Have a good Mother's Day, everybody.
Oh, is that Sunday?
Thank
Is that
you.
Sunday?
Oh.
Call your moms on Sunday, alright?
Alright.
That's right.
But thank you for
Gotta do
reminding
that.
me.
Call your mother.
Writing
Call
on
your
my
mother.
hand.
Hey, say hi to your mother for me.
Say hi to your mother for me. All of you.